Hey guys, what is up? What is up? Happy early 4th. You guys got big plans for this weekend? How's everybody doing? Let me look at chat real quick. Who do we got? We got Chakra Khan. Hello. Hello, Mandy Hall. Tennessee in the house. Lisa. Bammy. Sapito, what is up? Hold on one second. I'm gonna come in. Guys, I'm coming. Sorry. Okay, I got it. I just forget I gotta have it. Okay, sorry guys. Oh my god. All right, so hey Gail. I have to have my chapstick. I always forget to put it on. Sorry. I hope this doesn't bother you that I'm hold on, let me stop this. Okay, hold on. Okay. I don't know why it bothers me, even though my lips really aren't that bad. I just anyway, so how's everybody doing? Pointer lover, what's up? Yeah, you always are here. You always come back. Thank you. Angela, working mama, Lydia. So we're gonna go over a few things today. Um, hey, go Batman, Teresa Mills. So I finally got to listen to that the Kurt Wadsworth interview with what is it? Hold on. Crime Time with Jess. So I took out some timestamps. So those of you that maybe haven't seen it, there's just a few parts that I want to play that are kind of important, like like how did they mean, and there's a part where he like kind of says who he thinks maybe did it, and he answers the question about why he said that Dylan was being held captive. So he answers a few things. So I just want to listen to a few parts with you guys and see what you guys think. And then also the James Brenner. Okay, so we talked about James Brenner last time, and some people in comments kind of pointed me to Duty Ron. Let me know. The only live I could find that says what you guys said is it's just at the very beginning, because people were like he was known to have like an article of clothing, James Brenner. So I listened to the latest Duty Ron live, which I'll play the beginning part of it, where he does say that I guess James Brenner was supposedly found with his hat on, with Dylan's hat on. So we're gonna just listen to that little clip. If that's true, which I really trust Duty Ron, like I feel like he's legit. He's not like gossip. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like he's very trustworthy. So I don't think they would say something if it wasn't true. And I think he has connections because he was a police officer and stuff. So but that's not the only. I don't just trust him because he's a police officer. You almost have to like prove it. Just because you have a title doesn't mean it. But I feel like his reputation is really good. Like his record, he's got a good reputation and credibility and stuff. So I trust him. Anyway, so we're gonna listen to that, and then I want to go over this Robert Aviles, probably saying it wrong, go over his record, because I think this is who Kurt's talking about in this interview with Jess. He mentions how they go and they're looking for, I think, for Chase, and they go over Roberts, and he says Robert. So that's who he's talking about, his friend Robert, right? So I don't know. That's kind of the plan. And then Bella's probably gonna, hopefully Bella, is Bella, are you in the chat? I don't know. She's gonna come up and chat with us too after I go over all this stuff. Anyway, hey, Funtuski point. Okay, how many of you guys have heard the Kurt interview? Is there anybody that hasn't heard it yet? Regardless, we're gonna play it. Okay, so let me just play you that clip real quick at the beginning where Duty Ron, the they talk about James. Basically, I think they made it seem like I think the way they worded it is that he was found with Dylan's hat on. I think is how they said it. But let's listen to it together and see what you guys think. Um, Okay, cool. Well, we won't listen to all of the Kurt's interview, but just I picked out some important parts, I feel like. So I won't for those of you that already listened to it and you don't want to listen to it all, we're just gonna listen to some of the important parts. Okay, so let's do the Duty Ron one first here. Just where he talks about James's well, there we go. All right. Who else is here though, real quick? Hey, Hope Rains. You guys got big plans for the fourth? Anybody? Hey, Elizabeth. I have not only okay, cool. So there's still it'll be new to some people. Okay. Hey, Sean Stevenson. Hey, Autumn Renee. Morky. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Hey, Lisa Mount, same here. Just finished mopping break. Hey, Don Marie. Oh, thanks. Who did Pointer Lover? Aw, you are just so generous. Thank you. Treats for adorable Zeke. I'm dog crazy. Oh, I'll try to get him up here. My mom or my mom is out, for the day or whatever. My grandma's like when she's not home and I'm not home, she gets real nervous. So she's with Zeke. So I don't want to take him too much from her, but like maybe she won't mind if he comes up and says hi. I think she just gets nervous when she's totally by herself. And since my mom's not down there, but maybe I'll bring him up and have him say hi. Hey Susie. I'm good. How are you, Don? How are you? Okay, let me get my stuff ready. I am really good. Let me bring up my live so I could see what's going on. Wait, where is that? So do you guys have big plans today? Anybody? Or tomorrow, I should say. Hey, OG Lone Ranger. Wait, you're the one that sent me that the land picture, right? Is that you that sent me that? I've been trying to figure out who owns that, like the land that's Dylan's, like who. I mean, we think Dylan owns it, right? And his grandparents basically gave it to him, but it says what is that picture? That was you. Yeah, thanks. I know you sent me something pretty important. Where it says, where does it say? Yeah, Box Elder Land and Livestock. Because I know Candace, if you look up her background, she owns a lot of different companies or she's had a lot of different businesses. But I went through them and none of them are called that. They're close to that, but none of them are actually called that, which makes sense because she's not the owner of the land. It was his grandparents, right? That gave it to her, gave it to him. So I'm just trying to figure out like who is the name? Is it Dylan's Round's name in that owns that? Does anybody know? I was trying to do a little quick search earlier just to try to figure it out. But yeah, supposedly they do. Maybe they do. If that might be the name of the company, you know what I'm saying? I was just trying to figure it out. Um, yeah, his grandparents, but didn't they give it to Dylan or they're just lend it? I mean, did they wonder if they actually really officially transferred it to Dylan? I don't know. Yeah, yep. That's here. I'll put this up. This is what Lone Ranger sent real quick. Let me just put this up real quick before I play the clip here. Let me share this screen now. It shows here. I'll just bring it up. Okay. It shows like the three and this is what they were describing in that article and I'm so glad you sent me this because then you could kind of like it makes sense how they said like the two parcels of land adjacent to the seed truck garage or cover or whatever, where he takes the sea truck. So these are the two adjacent parcels of land, and one of these is where James was squatting in one of these trailers on one of these lands. I got to figure out which one. Maybe I'll be able to figure that out. And then so this is Dylan's land over here, which is called Box Elder Land Livestock. So I'm trying to, I haven't took that much time yet. I just kind of did a basic Google search, and I haven't been able to narrow down like whose name that is in. Is it indeed in like his grandparents or his? But yeah, so that says Box Elder Land and Livestock. Do you know Lone? Okay, it is the OG loan. Okay, thank you. So you already like looked into it. Okay, never mind then. I just wanted to double check that all the things check out. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So let's just move on then. But that picture might be helpful in some time, and something else we're looking into. It definitely is helpful just kind of getting a basic picture of everything. So thank you for that. All right, so let me play. Let me bring the. Okay, so I'm not sure. Hopefully I didn't go too far into it. Let's see.
New York City police detectives with 20 plus years of law enforcement. And if you like all things true crime related from that police perspective, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so you'll get all things Duty Ron and Ed Wallace when we go live or upload another video. Tonight, we're going to talk about the updates in the Dylan Rounds case, and we're going to also speak about the arrest of James.
Hold on, I'm just trying to get it where it lets me skip
Brenner,
forward.
the home of, or the place where Dylan rested his head down at.
Okay.
The home of, or the place where Dylan rested his head down at night. We're going to get into it in a few minutes, but before we do, Ed, how's it going? How you doing? We're getting close to you traveling outside the country soon. We're going to all miss you.
Yeah.
You're going to have Wi-Fi where you going?
What's that?
Are you going to have Wi-Fi where you going?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wallace for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
Different place. Ed, what's your thoughts on this case before we thank our Patreon supporters and everybody? What's your thoughts on this thing?
Well, the case just took a surreal turn here, hasn't it? So even though, if you looked at the press conferences and the releases of information from both the sheriff's office, the county sheriff's office, and the FBI, they're saying like, don't make any leaps of that this is associated with Dylan being missing, but hard not to,
Yeah,
it's hard not to, given he's been a player involved with Dylan, and he's wearing Dylan's hat.
Exactly.
Lives right near where the boots are, where the grain truck is. So
yeah, it's a lot of information.
Brandy, when else does?
But you and I, when we spoke to Candace, just going on 2 weeks ago that we did that interview with her, we had these three guys, Kurt, Don, and Jim. And Jim is James Brenner, a 59-year-old man that worked for Dylan, and again, he's now behind bars. He's going to be in for a good long time, around 33 months. He's doing, he's in with the feds. We're going to get into that in a few, but before we do, I just want to.
So wait, Brandy, he says it twice, because I listened to it like double speed just to see if there was another time, and I thought I listened to it all. When else do they talk about the hat? I hope I didn't because I listened to the whole thing and I somehow missed another time. But it wasn't, you guys, I wouldn't even have known that they talked about it, so thank you guys. I can't remember who commented, but before and after the news clip. Okay, let me see here. Let's see if we could just, do they elaborate a little bit more? How did I miss that? Wait, let's see. This news clip, because they play like 3 news clips though. Are you seeing before this one? Let me see. Let's see here.
Liaisons, the law enforcement liaison.
Before
we bring Dave Rader on, I want to play Nate Eaton's piece because this is important. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but Nate goes into some specifics on this arrest warrant. He doesn't talk about the arrest, but he certainly talks about the specifics of the arrest warrant. And I want
I
it's
mean, I guess it
information out there.
doesn't
And some
matter.
of
I
these
mean, he does
crazy
say it,
people.
and I believe that he probably does talk about it again. So the bottom line is he finds, or he has Dylan's hat, which is weird, and he's on that piece of land that we know that's the way Dylan was going. I mean, that's the direction he was heading to put his truck away the last time anybody had talked to him. So this guy is freaking suspicious. Like, he's definitely one of their suspects, you know, I'm sure. I feel like there's did he already talk about it? Because he talks about how close. Did we just listen to that, or was it before where this Ed Wallace talks about how close the land was to where the seed truck was parked? Like the trailer where basically where he was squatting, where Jim was squatting. It was you know, pretty close, which we figured by the article and looking at the picture. That's what we were figuring. Like, he probably seen him coming. I mean, he could have if he's squatting there and Dylan is driving his seed truck. There you go. And is he walking back? I mean, unarmed, or maybe he did have a gun. I mean, who knows? But still, could attack him from behind. Now, did he have a hat from, like, if he's the one that did do something to Dylan, did he take his hat after, or did maybe Dylan, he found the hat laying in the land on the, you know, on his farm somewhere, or Dylan gave it to him? Who knows? There could be different explanations for why he has his hat. Still kind of suspicious in my eyes. So wait, let me just see something here.
Speaking about this case, that there's some people that their heads are spinning. They don't know what's going on. Nate's pretty grounded. He knows what he's talking about, and
Let me see
families
something.
is second to none here on YouTube. And you guys, exactly,
lives right near where the boots are, where the grain truck is. So
yeah,
it's
it's a lot of information.
Yeah, that's what he's talking
Exactly.
about right there.
lives right near in Dylan of that this is associated with Dylan being missing, but hard not to, you know.
Yeah.
It's hard not to, given he's been a player involved with Dylan, and you know, he's wearing Dylan's hat.
Oh, that's what we did just.
Exactly.
Lives right near where the boots are, where the grain truck is. So
Yeah,
So let's
it's a
move
lot
on
of
to.
information to process, but
Yeah, that's what we just listened. I was, I mean, I've been listening to so many, like, so quick today and like double speed that I'm like, wait, did we just listen to that together? Or was okay, so let me take this down and then let's watch a couple of a little bit of the Wadsworth interview, and then we'll go through that his record, Robert Aviles, if I'm saying that right. Okay, so let me take this off. And here it is. I'll start it from the beginning and then I'll skip through. Because I have some timestamps, but now, Kurt seems like a nice guy. I mean, I know you can only, I mean, you can't tell that much from talking on the phone, but it just listening to him, it's like, wow, that's not what I had pictured in my head for him to talk like, you know? So, so this is going to be from Crime Time with Jess, if you want to check out the whole interview. There's 2 parts, like this one's an hour long, and then there's an 18-minute one. So I'm not sure if it's more of the interview because I didn't watch the second part yet. So is the second part the 18-minute one? Am I missing like important stuff? Let me know in the comments, because if so, we could play some of that if there's some important things in it. Or I wasn't sure if it was just like if she took like a chunk of it and like uploaded it like an important part of the hour one, because I haven't got to listen to it yet. So hey Caitlin, hey Mez, hey Christine. No, I know Dylan had guns. Or who are you talking about? James? Yeah, James. We went over his record. Yes, or was it yesterday or 2 days ago? We could kind of like skim through it after we go through everything. But he has that new charge. But you might be talking about Dylan. I know Dylan has guns, but I'm just saying, like, if he dropped off his C truck and his back is turned, he's going back. I mean, that guy could have attacked him. You know, that other James had guns himself too. So, hey Julie, hey Nemosin, Lisa, Caitlin, right? Ooh. Yeah, can you imagine though walking 5 miles? I mean, that, and then you have that squatter that, like, if he was trying to rob him or who, I don't know, whatever. If he was trying to do something to him, he would have had a perfect opportunity. And that was the last anybody talked to Dylan. So it could be, definitely could be something to look into. All right, let's watch this now. So this is, yeah, Crime Time with Jess. I'll put the link. I'll put the links for Duty's and hers in the description after the live. And if you want to check out the whole thing, let me share my screen real quick. I mean, I don't know anything about her channel. I don't know if she always does shoe crime. I'm not really even sure, but I just know this interview is really interesting. All right. All right, let's do it.
And people know that it does this, so they'll put it in my chat. They'll be like, "Oh no, you sound like the chipmunks again," and I'm like, "Shit." But we are live, so we're gonna wait for everybody. Yeah, we're back, Ashley. Hopefully, I don't sound like a chipmunk.
I thought they were all waiting.
They were. I had to end the live stream because we were sounding like Alvin and the Chipmunks. So
I want to be Alvin.
You want to be Alvin? I want to be Theodore. So you know, I'll eat all the stuff. You can run the ship here. But all right. So now that we have all these people here and they're ready to watch and listen, and everyone can hear, I do have Mr. Kurt Wadsworth on the phone, and yeah, I guess you can go ahead and say hi, Kurt, again.
Hi, everyone, YouTubers.
Hi, everyone. Hi, YouTubers. Can you guys hear him well? Do I need to?
So I usually download them, and I didn't for this one. I'm like, you know what? Because when I download it, I can't skip through, like, you know, like how you could skip through like with YouTube. So I'm like, this time I'm not going to download it, and figure there's a commercial after 18 seconds. Wasn't prepared. I just, since there's music, you can get, I don't want to get copyrighted for this stupid music on the ad. That's how much we have to worry. All right, let me skip through it. All right, let's do this.
Okay, so you guys can hear well? Okay, great. Do you want to just hop right into these? They're all thanking you for coming, Kurt, just so you know.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yep, they're like, "Hello, Kurt. Thanks for coming." Hi, Kurt. Yep, they're ready to hear from you.
I thought they all wanted to see me before my travel.
Well, you know, you've been painted in a certain light and nobody's heard from you. So everybody has these preconceived notions of what you are.
Multiple detectives, probably 10 or more, and FBI folks. Yeah, I talk to people that matter, you know, but, you know, it sucks to be slandered by a bunch of people that don't know shit, so whatever.
Exactly.
You shit straightened out. I don't know. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah. So well, let's just jump right into the questions. Because we did talk about this before, and I think you're well spoken. You're a very smart guy, in my opinion. From what I had an enjoyable conversation with you before, this. So, the number one question that people really want to know about is, again, the scratches on Troy's arm.
He rolls he has a 3-wheeler. Dangerous as hell, right?
Yep.
Over. Let's put it on its side, and that's what scratches his arm.
So I hope you guys can hear that. You just got your answer from Kurt. He flipped his four-wheeler, Kurt?
Three-wheelers.
Three-wheeler.
Just kept them outside, threw him off, and, scratch his arm. It's gravel. The roads are gravel here. When you hit the gravel, you get scratched.
So what do you think? You guys believe it? That that's what happened to Troy? I do. At least I don't think it has anything to do with Dylan. I don't think Troy's involved. Now that I'm like, we're learning new things. I don't even think Kurt is anymore. Of course, I want them to look into him. But now my eyes are on Jim Brennan and now maybe this Robert and Chase. Like now those are three people I feel like are more, in my opinion, just from learning everything. So I'm kind of, I'm not as suspicious of Kurt or Troy anymore. Because remember, the other Jim got the brothers mixed up. So remember, Troy isn't the one that kidnapped those three women or anything. That was Scott. So Troy and the scratches, they don't seem so harmful anymore. It doesn't seem so suspicious anymore because he isn't the kidnapper or whatever. So yeah. Okay. I'll continue here. Oh, let me do a poll. I'll have to think of one. Put some ideas out here while we're listening.
Right. So, and pictures have been taken of this, right?
As far as I know, the detective come take pictures just to clear it all up. But he ain't going to share that with the YouTubers, right?
Right. Right.
For it, to get it cleared up. So.
Right. And if you guys missed it, like when Kurt first came on, he said, I've been talking to the people that matter, meaning the FBI, et cetera, et cetera. And I have to commend him for that. So let's be thankful that he's even coming on and even answering any of our questions because he does not have to. Okay. Yeah, you don't. So, but I am thankful that you decided to do this. And I do think it's going to give people a very different perspective on you and who you are.
The reason I'm doing this because my daughter vetted you out to let me know that you're not going to, make your phone under the bus for one thing, or people just, ask stupid questions that are meaningless to finding my friend Dylan Rounds.
Exactly. So, and if you guys didn't hear that, he just said, finding my friend Dylan Rounds. And I guess that'll lead into this question, Kurt. Like, how did you see Dylan? Like, how did you view him, like, as a person?
Sorry, I was trying to catch it and I hesitated. Okay, hold on. Do you guys, so what do you guys want to do? Do you want to listen to it straight through or skip? I might skip through a little bit, but like, I originally was going to skip right to the 16-minute mark, but if those of you that haven't heard this, I'm sure you guys probably want to hear more. Like you want to hear like him answer this, I'm sure, right? Let me know. I just feel bad for the ones that have heard it already. But if you have and you're bored, come back because we're going to go through Robert Avilas, his record, and then maybe I'll skim over James Brennan for those of you that didn't get to watch it when I went over it last time. Or I'll let you guys pick. Scott, if you want to go through Chase's again, James, whatever you want to do. But Roberts, I haven't went through his with you guys yet. So yeah, just let me know. Okay. Can I request a unicorn background? Wait, can I request you have a unicorn background? Well, you mean like right back here? The only thing is today I'm not using my green screen. I mean, it's just my green screen. I don't have like have it operating where I could put anything behind it because my shirt has too much green in it. And when I wear like the green shirts, it'll make like holes on it, like too much. So I don't have it on today. Okay, so let's continue here. I mean, there's a lot of commercials in this though, huh? All right. I'm gonna have to be on my guard here just because the music in them. Oh, okay.
A hardworking young kid who had a dream, and I wanted, he asked me to be involved in it. And as a backhoe operator is all in the beginning. I just wanted to go out there to dig a 1,400 feet of main line and put the line in and backfill it, and I was supposed to be out of there. It just went on since I started last March.
Yeah, and then, so then Don quit, right?
Well, that's only been about a month and a half ago. He didn't. Yeah, he did quit. The word is Dylan fired him. No, he just Don said, I got $20,000, sold some land, and I want to go fishing. I'm kind of tired of this bullshit, and I may be back, but for now, I want to go fishing. So well, I can't make you work, Don. So hope you catch lots of fish. See you later.
Sorry, I'm going to stop it a little bit throughout it. But I have a question, you guys. I was trying to find Don Hill. And, that's pretty common name, so I'm having trouble. Does anybody know any information on him? Like, to be able to look him up? Because since there's so many, like, do you know, like, his age, his ethnicity, anything? I just want to look and see what kind of person he is, and I can't find him. If not, that's fine. I'm sure I'll trial and error. In a couple days, I'll probably be able to narrow it down who he is, which one he is. But if anybody knows offhand, just email me or let me know. All right, let's continue.
Yeah. So Don was just like, bye. I got 20 grand. I'm out. So then all this work, like, more like falls on you a little bit.
All of a sudden I'm picking up what Don was doing. I didn't expect to do that, but all of a sudden Don was calling me every day. Well, can you help me get this equipment there? Help me do this. I need a jack, because Don had a lot of tools. Dylan don't have any tools. I have a lot of tools. So it was constant. Now my tools are being, was over in his program out there, because he didn't have nothing to work with. And that's how I kind of got sucked into it. But I love what the kid was doing, and I wanted to help him make his dream come true.
Yeah.
I'm more tired. I don't have to work if I don't want to. I do what I want, and so that's how it kind of come down.
Yeah, well, I thought it was funny, like when we were talking earlier, and people are obsessed with him sleeping in this camper of yours, and
First camper, it's a motorhome.
it's a motorhome, not a camper. Okay.
Yes, it's a motorhome. It's an expensive unit. It ain't no little podunk camper. It's just my second home. Sometimes when I want to stay in town, I climb in there and go to bed. But I made it available to him.
Yeah, so he would sleep in this camper sometimes, like when he didn't want to go home, but not with you.
No, we were never staying there together. I wouldn't want to stay there with his tight.
Well, I thought it was funny earlier when you were like, I would let Dylan stay, but sometimes he's messy.
Yeah.
And I'd have to send him home.
I moved into the damn thing at one point. He had his coffee machine out there, his cup and a plate and a fork and a knife. I'm like, dude, you're moving in. No refrigeration though. Of course, he had a cooler, and I give him ice all the time. We got an ice machine here, so he was always getting ice. Putting his cooler. He'd buy little tubes of hamburger and stuff. And, sometimes we.
Let me answer that question real quick. I'm pretty sure that it was Don that he let go of, right? I mean, that's what the story I've been hearing. But I think that's when she kind of asked him that. And he made it seem like Don just said, no, I got $20,000. I'm going. I'm going to go to, where did he say he was going? I don't know. Going out of town, going somewhere. So that's why I wonder what story's true. Did you guys catch that? Because I swear he was trying to say no. The whole thing with Dylan basically letting him go doesn't sound like it's true. I'm not sure, but it was Don, I'm pretty sure. As far as the one that he let go, because remember he like criticized something that Dylan was doing first, like he was doing something, and the Don said that he should be doing this before that or whatever. That's why I kind of wanted to look into him, but I have to try to narrow down where he's at. But there might be somebody else. I feel like maybe there is somebody else that he never even hired that wanted. Does anybody know if there was another person too? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I'm wondering if there is another person. I don't know. Do you know Melmac? Let go and didn't hire. No, I know it's two different things, but I'm just wondering if that's what that person's talking about, you know? Or maybe there was another person. I have no idea. Let me know. I'll see if I could find it out. I don't know who Robert. Well, you'll find out who Robert is. We're gonna go over who Robert is. I got some pictures and in his records and stuff, but all right.
I never seen him do that here. Here he'd buy pizzas in like when he went somewhere, like say Burley or Idaho Falls. He'd come back with a couple frozen pizzas. Can I put this in the pizza in the freezer? Yeah, sure. And we have a pizza cooker here, so he just got to where he helped himself. He didn't even ask. He just bring a piece in here and throw in the oven and start cooking it. He didn't ask. He just got to make himself at home.
So he's like, we're family now. I'm just coming over and cooking stuff in your thing. You're like playing the dad, like you're too messy. Go home. You know?
Didn't have a problem with it, really. I'm just kind of
Yeah.
I'm sitting here watching TV and he's cooking his own meal. I don't have to cook his pizza. He's done it himself, which is great. I'm not his mama.
Right. And speaking of that, we've all been under the misconception, and we talked about this earlier, that Dylan was like on this farm for 3 years, but that's not true, is it?
No, he's been in that area. He worked for another guy for 2 of those years, and then he managed, he had a dream of owning a section of that land out there, and he finally got it done. He had to, work through a lot of stuff. I guess his grandpa helped him do it, and I don't know all the details of that. I don't care. It doesn't matter. But he ended up with, a square mile of land with a well on it, and he was just he thought he was in seventh heaven.
So a lot of people wanted to know, like, how did Dylan live? How did he have money?
Because he's called a custom farmer, and he does work for other farmers. He has big equipment, balers, swathers, rakes, all that stuff, harrows, tillage equipment like a disc, all that stuff. He has all that stuff, and that's what he done. That's how he got. His grandpa really knew this kid makes money. I can co-sign on this farm, I have to think, and the kid it'll make it right. He just needed somebody to kind of throw, some money out there at him and get the thing bought, and he'll pay it back. He's like that. He don't think the world owes him anything. He wanted to prove to the world he could do something that nobody else could do out there. There's been several people try to drill stuff out there, and they've all failed. And Dylan said, I'm going to show them how this is done. So there we go. And I admire him for that, And it's been a lot of hard work on his part, my part, and Don. And we've all been a part of it. So.
Yeah, I mean, another question. People wanted to know if Dylan had a motorcycle.
Yeah, I never seen him ride it because he never ran. He brought it out there. I guess he rode it a couple times and it broke down and it just got parked. And he told me one time, he says, "Yeah, I really hate riding that motorcycle because every time I ride it, I crash and it hurts. I'd rather just be in my truck."
Yeah, I imagine that would hurt,
I'm a very good rider. I don't know.
Sorry, I don't trust myself for catching it. Okay, here we go. So you guys don't think that he's telling the truth, huh? Okay. Wow. Maybe because when I was listening to it earlier, I had it on double speed. I have to do that sometimes because you got to get through so much content, so much content so quick, But I don't know. That's interesting that so you think he might be lying. And that's interesting. Contradiction. He had all this equipment, but no tools. I call BS. That's a good point. Yeah, because if he spent like thousands of dollars on all this equipment, of course he would have tools for it, right? That would be kind of silly to not have tools and spend like all this money on all this expensive equipment. As you hear him talking, you'll hear him talking about it if he hasn't already, about the equipment that he spends money on. Like expensive stuff. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Good point. All right, I'm going to continue.
And
But he took it back to Idaho, Rigby, where his parents are at, and took it back up there. It disappeared off the farm out there, so because it didn't run, it needed to be fixed. And I think he took it to get it fixed. So he had something to run back and forth to pivot on, because that's a lot easier to run your truck out there through the field. You just got two little tiny wheels, because otherwise you're running over your crop going out to that center pivot. You have the generator out there to take fuels to it. Stuff,
But you were like telling me it's really hard to like grow crop on that land, right?
It is, but he's been doing his homework. He got, I don't know, they call these hygrometrists or something like that. These guys that they tell you what acid you got to put on the ground to make the salt go away. It just kind of takes the salt down into the earth and gets it off, on the top, so that something can grow in it. And he had he paid for fertilizers out there and all kinds of stuff. He's doing it right.
Right.
But that's the theory. He wants to show people that shit can be grown out here. I mean, it's just criticality. He found it barley and wheat last year, and it came up. He was proud about it. It headed out and everything. But he said, I guess Randy talked him into planting this triticale because, dude, it's a one crop thing, but you'll put some money back in your pocket at the end, and that's what he decided to do. Because Randy's like,
Who's Randy? Because remember that picture you sent, OG, one of the land says what, Randy? Yeah, Randy K. Do you think that there's some kind of connection there that Randy's the owner of that land? Does anybody know? And what's Randy's last name? Let me write that down. Okay, so I want to find Randy, and then what was the other name that I wanted? I asked not Dom, but I have somebody that he just mentioned that I was like, shoot. I don't know. I can't remember now. Randy, Dom, but then somebody else that I was just talking about. Okay, so real quick. You guys don't understand though how hard it is. Like when you're talking to somebody, I give credit to what she's doing because I know there is a lot of people like, oh, she's leading it. She should ask them this. She's not doing very well. But actually, when you're in that moment, sometimes it's kind of tough. So I think she did pretty good as far as get a lot of the questions out. Yeah, like when you look at it after the fact, you could be like, oh, I wish she would have done this, this, and this. But when you're in the moment, sometimes it's tougher than it looks. So no, I think she did pretty good. Okay, so yeah, if you guys let me know if you know who this Randy is. Wine and Gamble Ranch. Okay, wait. I think Randy's at Wine. So it's not the Randy that's the name on that other part of land. Let me write this down though, just so I have it. Is at Wine Gamble Ranch. Okay. Thank you. I'll try to find out who he is. Because you gotta look into everybody. You just never know.
like, Randy's about 64.
64.
And he's been a farmer all his life. In fact, he has the contract with the Gamble Ranch over here to do all their custom work, right? And he got hooked up with Dylan, and Dylan was happy as hell because, man, they put him to work. He's made last time he told me he had $46,000 coming from the Gamble Ranch, or from Randy for doing work at the Gamble Ranch. So I was like, wow, it's not all just money in his pocket. He's like, yeah, it's going to help with the payments on my tractors and the piece of equipment they're using. I'm renting it to them, and it's going to eventually break down. I'm have to fix it. But he said, man, this is great. I'm getting some money coming in. I'm getting on top of the world here.
Yeah, so he was really feeling himself there. Because that is a lot of money for a 19-year-old,
Andrew, I know, and that's the sad part of it. But I don't know how people found out that $33,000 check he got. Somehow the whole town knew. I don't know how that happened. I just don't know. But everybody knew. And it's sad because these freaking meth heads out here, boy, they think a 19-year-old gets to handle that kind of money. Like, who is this kid? Who is this kid? I've never had a $3,000 check in my life.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. A $33,000 check. I'd like to see one of them.
But it never excited me because I knew what was all involved. Fuel involved. There's a lot of shit involved. Tractor. $100,000 tractor and a $50,000 piece of equipment behind it, and there's seed involved. There's just a lot involved. That ain't just all profit. There ain't no way.
Yeah, sure.
I'm on mute. Sorry. So that doesn't even help. So Kurt's son, which son do you know? Because he has a bunch. He has like a few sons. Do you know which son is possibly jealous and like how old? Is he old enough to? Well, yeah, because Kurt's how old? Yeah, he would be an adult. His son. Okay, so that would be somebody to look into too. You always say, I think of motives. If he's jealous, I mean, huh? Emily, let me know if you know which son. All right, so hold on one second. Let me see something real quick. Oh no, Robert. I did talk about Robert. Who said that? But that's not the one I was thinking of because I already have Robert's information. I found him. We're going to go over that. It was somebody that I didn't have that I wanted to look into. But thank you. Yeah. So, like I said, we're going to go over Robert's after this video, after we listen to this interview. So, Randy, maybe Ketterland, and then Don Hill. I still need to find him. Okay. I'm just trying to listen for names, you know. Kurt's son. Okay, let's see. He knows about a lot about Dylan too much. But see, Seagate, I'm thinking he's like one of Dylan's really closest people out there. Like they're really, you know, they're friends. Whether they're more or not, I don't know. But they are close. Obviously, they are good friends. So I mean, maybe it is the guy that he confides in, and it is like his best friend out there. So Kurt might know more about him than anybody, you know. Which definitely is somebody then he needs to be looked at thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue.
So all that money just wasn't going in his pocket. It was going back into his farm.
Yes. Well, back in to the fuel, I had to go back into more fuel for the next job, and make the payments on his tractors. And I mean, he had tire problems. I mean, he spent probably $4,000 or $5,000 in tires in the last 3 months.
Wow.
Just the tire equipment just started going to hell, and it was just a constant thing. He was constantly running the bird to buy tires. So it wasn't like he had them on hand. He had to make a special trip. We've got machine if he's broke down on a road somewhere out in nowhere, he's got to come pick me up to go because I'm following him. We get a flat tire, we have no way to fix it. The tire is totally waste, so it's like we go back to town. Then he heads out, goes to work. He might stay the night over there sometimes. He might come back late at night. But
so he just kind of did what he wanted, Sounds like.
Well, he knew it had to get done. This shit, he can't just I'll do it tomorrow. No, he knew that tire because his equipment's sitting in the middle of nowhere. That kind of played hard in him. Somebody could sabotage it, break the windows out of a tractor or something. He's like, hey, you don't want it there any longer. It has to be. Because there's a lot of, worthless people out here that just don't respect other people's property. And he knew that. So the sooner it got out of the situation and got back on the road, the better. And he'd just make a highball trip to wherever he could. Maybe, sometimes it's been a better tire. You start calling around, you got a tire, this tire, blah, blah. And he would all ask to get it and be back here. So
what was the next question I was going to ask you? Oh, and everybody wants to know, and I have already answered this like in other live streams that I did, but everyone wants to know why you called the family and said that Dylan was being held captive. And just so you know, Christy did send me emails, and I did read them aloud. So not exactly a secret, but
that came through. My ex-wife called a psychic, right? So there's two people, right? And my daughter related to me, my daughter Keisha, she's the one that asked her mother to do this, okay? Because she has faith in the psychic thing, right? I've never dealt with it before, but she goes, Dad, let's just see what they come up with. We're 8-9 days into this. They haven't found nothing. Let's see what the psychic comes up with. She's pretty good. So that story got passed from the psychic to my ex-wife to my daughter to me. So it went through 4 heads at that point, right? Or 3, at least 3. You know how stories get changed.
Yeah,
anyway,
it's like playing telephone.
I did not say that he was being held in I did not know that. I said it's a possibility because the psychic said he is being held. He is alive And that made me ecstatic. I thought, my God, he's alive. Time is of the essence here. We need to get on this shit. Because I'm like, what could the conditions be? It's 8-9 days into this, right? The kid be held in a cage or in a horse trailer or something, shitting himself, and they're throwing food to the side of him, throwing a jug of water in him once to keep him last alive, right? That's what I'm thinking. It can't be good. It can't be good to hold somebody captive. How do you, Dylan? That'd be like holding on to a mad dog, because he would fight. If he got a chance to run away, he would. So how they're holding him, in my mind, I'm thinking, I don't know how they're doing this, but I was just glad that she said he was alive, and that made me just happy as hell, thinking, my God, this kid's not dead. He's alive. We need to move fast on this, as fast as we can. Get your ass to Montello. They kicked over the sagebrush, every sagebrush over there was in. And I said, are you going to talk to the sagebrush some more out there? You're going to get your ass to Montello and talk to the people that know Chase, who everybody suspects did this.
Yep.
And this little shit in town called Robert Aviles, or Aviles, he was involved. He admitted that, because they went. I said, I don't know where Chase is. I had no clue where Chase was at the time, but I knew where Robert was. My brother was sitting over there watching. We seen him outside. I said, you stay right here. I'm going to get his parents here, and we're going to get the cops here, and we're going to roll this little bastard and find out what he knows about this, because he did admit to him that he took Chase to USM, and they had no business out there, none. So I was like, wow, we were going to find Dylan today. I thought we were going to find him today. But 6 cops were in it, 3 highway patrol and 3 sheriffs went over there like they're going to meet up with the cavalry over there. And the mother told come out, talk to my brother. He's sitting out in front of the house watching it, right? She came out and said, well, Robertson, I don't know why you're watching my house. And he said, well, we got a missing person, and we don't know if it's Robert or who it is. I just want to know if Robert's there. Oh, he's in the house. He doesn't feel good. And she said, she said, there's cops in town, huh? And he said, yeah. And can they come over here? She goes, oh yeah. They can go talk to Robert. They can go right back to his bedroom and talk to him. So there was no threat. She's going to let him through the door. They don't have to knock the door in or nothing, right? And we came over here and told them that what she said. You guys, you don't want to go. You don't need 6 of you. Don't go over there like
That's the feeling of earning a.
Did you look on my message? Oh, you're up already. Okay. I was like, read my message.
Hi. I entered through my phone and I thought I'd be backstage, and it just like flung me up here.
No, you were backstage.
I was.
For a while. Or you were up there the whole time?
I have no idea. It's like, I've never seen this format. So I'm like, I don't know. Have I been up here for like a couple of minutes? I saw you back there. I was trying to lip to you, and then I wrote you a private message. I don't know. Maybe you were, because I was just looking down. I have a lot of, still, like, I want to finish watching this. We'll read it. But no, I don't know. Was she up here the whole time, guys? I don't know what I was doing. Hi, everybody. Yeah, me too, Mez. LMAO. Okay, so do you want me up? I feel like I have no control on my phone.
No. Yeah, no, you're fine. No, don't worry about it being on your phone. All I'm saying is I do want to finish listening to this, and then I'm going to go over to Robert's. But no, you're more than welcome. But it won't be like a chat yet. I don't want to.
I'll be quiet.
Okay. Well, that sounds really bad.
No,
you know how I feel like always guilty when somebody's up, and then like I never end up doing what I wanted to do, because then I feel like I have to, I'm like, oh.
But it's just us.
Okay.
And I'm just chilling with Mez's cup.
Bella went through the portal. Yes, she did. I have Mez's cup too.
I don't know, Wolfie, if they did. I never checked back. Zav, did you get a message on that one?
Yes. Hey, wait. Wait, what? Shoot, I want to tell you something in private. Wait, what did you say? Did I get a message on what?
On the thing Wolfie's asking about. I don't know, Wolfie. I don't think we did. I don't think we ended up. I'll check.
No, yeah, later. Dude. He was in the chat. He's a member now. Yeah, he was.
Oh, awesome.
And I hope he doesn't think I was involved in that whole thing. I wasn't. You guys just told me. But he came in the last live. I was like, I'm a big fan of yours. and I didn't recognize it because it was like unsolved
Who?
mystery, and he goes, I'm the one that did the video, so he probably does think that it was me. That I didn't put any of you guys up to it. You guys just told me, but he's like, and he joined. He's a member. He's like, I love
That's
your channel.
nice.
Yeah.
We
So-
weren't mean. We were really nice.
No, I know, but I just hope he doesn't think like I got like my people like go tell him to give me, because I didn't. I'm not, I just let it
We
go.
were-
It doesn't bother me, but you guys, no. But you know what I'm saying. You know how I am.
We were nice. We were
I
really
know
nice.
you were nice, but I mean that's not how it happened though. You guys just got my back, and you guys are my friends, and you just did it. But like I didn't say I wasn't the one that did it. You told me. I didn't tell you.
True that.
Anyway.
True that.
So,
Tiff-
but yeah, he joined and everything. So yeah,
What
he
a
might even
nice
be in the
guy.
chat now. I don't know. Are you here, Unsolved Mystery? Or wait, was that bad? Did I just? No, I don't know. See,
No,
this is
it
what I
was not
didn't
bad.
want. I didn't want to get sidetracked. That's the only problem. That's what I'm saying.
I know. I'm gonna shut up. Pretend
wanted
I'm
to,
not
like,
even.
because as much as we have our loyal people, there's some people that just like to get to the stuff. You know how it is with this. Okay,
Got it.
guys.
Zip.
I'm gonna just mute it I always mute it when I'm listening. All right, so let's do this. Oh yeah. Oh, and she's in the chat too. Crime Time with Jess. Did you see her? She's like,
Hi,
she's
Crime
like-
Time with Jess.
She's like, I was just going through YouTube and then I saw myself on YouTube.
She's like, what am I doing?
Anyway, but I will stop it because I am stopping it throughout it anyway. Okay, but I just don't want to get too off base,
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. All right.
Coming down this place, one guy over there walked through the house and asked this kid some questions,
Yeah.
But the way it went, they went over there, all six of them pulled up, lights flashing, all the bullshit. Probably scared the hell out of the kid, but he didn't run. Normally he runs some shit like that. He didn't run. He stayed there. And they actually went, and Yvette said, well, you can look through my house. And they said, well, we think, this missing person will be in here. So then she said, well, and they cut locks off. They went and they looked in everything. So it didn't matter. So but that cleared it. Dylan wasn't there for sure. That's for damn sure. But I could think of 4 or 5 other places they get me help. So I started turning them on that. So
I do have to ask you, and I didn't ask you on the phone earlier, but the PI keeps bringing up this building that only you have the keys to. Dylan might be locked in there or something. I don't know. But
I think Troy caretakes that building for Ron Tello. It's next to the Cowboy.
okay.
And Troy does have the keys because he's the caretaker of it. I don't know for sure. But what does that have to do with anything? I don't know. Is that going to find Dylan? Do you think Dylan's over there? I don't think so.
Yeah, people have asked these questions, so I think it's best that you answer them because you have the answers, not me. So
Shithole, okay? and that wasn't a shithole part of this. This has become a shit. I want to leave. It's insane. People follow me every day. I can't live my life. I haven't worked in 35 days since this started. I can't work because I can't think about work. I only think about finding Dylan and trying to figure out what the hell happened to this poor kid. He didn't deserve this. He did not.
yeah,
It's to my core that some piece of shit in this world has done this to him. And I just pray to God that the piece of shit didn't have the wherewithal to actually put a bullet in his head or beat him to death. That he's actually alive. That's what I hope for.
I do too. I mean, I think, with you being his friend, and I don't want to sound, crass, but the odds are looking slim. But there's still always hope. So
if I'm the only one who has a hope, fine.
I didn't see it coming. I'm so not quick enough. Usually I download the video, but because you don't have the option of skipping forward. I didn't realize I was gonna skip to different spots, but now I think everybody just wants to listen to the majority of it. So I wish I probably would have, but no, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm always nervous about the music that they play in the ads. Now you're gonna be afraid to talk, Bella. No, unmute it. Will you look at my private chat? I wrote it for you. Oh.
No, I'm good. I
stumbled
just
across
no.
that sounded so bad. It wasn't. That was more of a. It was supposed. It's kind of a compliment because I just know how we just like to talk, and I just wanted.
No, I no.
Go ahead.
No,
What?
I will. No, I'm fine. We're
But
good.
you could still talk, like, because I am going to
I
stop
will.
it. You don't have to be all scared now.
I'm not scared.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, oh yeah. Did you know I wasn't even on it like a minute? The first ad came up 18 seconds. So that's how quick I looked at my channel and it already got it already got turned yellow. And I'm thinking, what did I say? It was just that means it was only my introduction. What could I have said? And when I'm just saying hi to everybody that was unsuitable for ads, like what did I say right there? It's so bullcrap.
And they don't ever tell you, so you can't like adjust yourself.
Yeah, it's bull. Anyway, Mez, put your link up. But you look good, Bella. You look all
Thanks.
like you're outside and it's
I
all
am.
got your
I am.
I'm
I'm
glad you showed your
relaxing.
face. Why wouldn't you?
Because I've been doing this all day, and I think it's really distracting when someone's on camera and they're constantly like walking around. I think it's like entirely distracting. So but now I'm settled down, so it's fine.
Okay.
We're good.
All right. So let's continue this real quick.
Yes.
It's religious, and I believe God decides when you leave this earth, not some retard with a gun in his hand or a knife or whatever. So I still believe Dylan's still alive. Otherwise, there's no sense of talking about it. There's just no. I wouldn't even be here if I didn't think he's alive. I would not. I'm wasting my breath because I want to be. If he's gone, he's in a better place in this fucking world. So
I hear you, and I hear the emotion in your voice. You know, it's hard. I mean, I can imagine how this is for you. You know, I mean, how often did you see Dylan? We did talk about that, but
and because in the winter months I didn't see him much. He was going snowmobiling and stuff. You know, he'd call me all the time. Yeah, because I give him a snowmobile. He goes, yeah, I got your snowmobile running, man. I love this thing, blah blah. You know, and he'd take pictures and stuff and send them to me. But he wasn't here in the winter. There's nothing to do. We couldn't do anything with snow on the ground. Right. But as soon as the snow went away and the mud went away, it was like assholes and elbows. We got to get shit done. Now we got to get out there and blah blah blah, get this main line that's finished up and get the water flowing. And I understood that. And he tried to drive me like kind of hard that way. He's like, well, you got to be here today. I said, is the wind blowing out there? Yeah. Well, I'm not coming then, Dylan. Why? Because I'm not going to work. I've done it a couple of times where you go out there in a fucking dust storm and, you know, I can't even see what I'm doing. The dust's so bad out there. I'm sure anybody that's been out there understands that. But I just told him, I said, no, there's always tomorrow. But I'm a farmer. I only got so much time. I said, it'll work out, dude. Just come on. There's no faith. It'll work out. Just don't, push me because I'm not going to come out there and work in the windstorm. I'm not going to do it. And I've done it a couple times. It's done. I'm done with that program. If you tell me the wind's not blowing, I'm on my way. But when you tell me it's blowing, you can lie to me, I guess. It's not blowing. It just came up.
People are asking in the chat how you met Dylan.
I met him through he worked for another farmer out there that tried to do the same thing Dylan's doing right now. He worked out there for almost 4 years. This guy tried to do what Dylan's getting done. And Dylan originally worked for him. And that's how I met Dylan at 17. He was a welder for this guy. He done a lot of welding on equipment that was broke and stuff. And I was a handyman. I done all the wrenching on tractors, changed the oil, that kind of stuff. And, done electrical work because he was putting in a trailer park out there, just, odd jobs like that. But that's how I met Dylan. I told him when I seen his talent and his ambition, I said, dude, you need to get the hell out of here because this guy doesn't pay very well. And he goes, well, I'm kind of, I like this place. And, I'm thinking about, I'm trying to look for a place to do a pig farm. And he goes, man, I think out here would be perfect because nobody's going to bitch about the smell and all the stuff that goes on the pig farm. I said, well, okay, I get it then. Okay, so that's why you're here. It's not because this guy's paying to get money, obviously.
Right.
Because a welder usually makes $30, $40 an hour. And this kid, he was a good welder. The guy was damn good at welding. And he was proud. He'd always look at that. I'm like, yeah, I can't weld like that. Mine looks like chicken shit, dude. You're good.
Yeah, you
So,
said that he was pretty skilled, like for his age, he was really skilled. So
physically skilled. Really, he knew a lot about a lot of different things, and it kind of blew me away. At 19, all the stuff he knew. I don't know where he learned that from, his grandpa or his dad or whoever. I don't know, but you know, I have to think at about 17, he has his own business.
everybody's so curious about this militia group, Kurt.
Oh, we had to go into that, huh?
Yeah, I just, you know.
The thing is a bunch of fabricated bullshit. So I need to say anymore?
Nope.
We all follow the tweakers around. When they're moving, they're up to no good because they don't have jobs. They're not going to a job. They're going to scope out somebody's property they're going to rip off that night. So when we see them moving, we move and try to find them. That's what they're up to. Whose place they're going to hit that night. Is that called militia? I don't think so.
Yeah, it sounds to me like you're policing your
It's that
properties.
Neighborhood watch because several times they've asked me, why are you following me? Because do you see that sign down in the town down there? What does it say? Neighborhood watch. We're all watching each other's property. And
I'm just removing it before it hits.
I just want to say something really quick. He sounds, because I'm one of the businesses that I have, I consult with a lot of farmers, and he literally sounds like one of my clients in California who's a rancher, who's a farmer, and this is how that man would talk if I asked him any questions. And it's true, in certain areas there's a lot of tweakers, and so you do have to do a neighborhood watch, and the tweakers will take anything that's not nailed down, literally anything that's not nailed down. And it's devastating when you're working and waiting for your crops to come up and then people are stealing from you. So it's like a labor intensive work. So it's just interesting. Like,
but didn't he say there wasn't one? I thought he just said no. Did I miss it?
yeah, he said, no, there's not a
denied it.
militia. He said, there's not a militia, but there's neighborhood watch to watch tweakers.
Did he say he was one? I missed it. Shoot. Did he say he was in the neighborhood watch or no?
Yeah, I mean, he said that we followed the tweak, like when the tweakers are moving, they're up to no good, which is completely true in areas like that, because it's just like where they make their money is off of people who works farms, you know? So it's just interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. So, I don't know. Like, I'm just getting a different vibe from him, but I guess a lot of people in chat are saying that they still think they don't trust him, but I don't know. I'm getting a whole different vibe than what I was expecting to hear. Like I feel like he's saying all the right things, and I know like he could say whatever and he could be fooling us, but for some reason I'm not as worried about him anymore. I don't know why.
Well, don't you think that like the FBI know more than we do, right?
Oh, of course.
Like they know what's going on better than we do, and maybe and thank God that Candace, the mom, brought so much attention to this. I think that it's in good hands, praying that it's in good hands, right? I mean, I don't know. Is that your vibe?
Seagate, no, she said, so maybe it sounds kind of rehearsed because she said she had just already talked to him. So it kind of probably was rehearsed in a way where they had already talked. They planned him to come on and talk to everybody. So maybe that's where it kind of sounds like that. Cause maybe they kind of, went over some things of what she was going to ask and stuff. That could be why. I don't know. But she did say that at the beginning that they had already talked and so they had already it sounds like they might have had a couple conversations already. But no, yeah, Bella, no, I agree. I really do. So I think, oh, hey, Awaken the Art. Why do I think maybe a lot of these people, no, I don't want to say that. Never mind. I can't. That would not, I'll keep that comment to myself.
Do you think that from what we know, the the Rounds family, you know, maybe not with the last name Rounds, but the family tree and the Wadsworth family tree, they have known each other for years, you guys.
Yeah.
So they're
That's
almost,
go ahead. Go ahead.
no, but like, right? I mean, listen,
No, I was gonna ask you, should we say how we no? Like just say
well, we don't have to say how, like who it is that we found out from, but that it was like a confirmed person that's a family member, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely a family member that said that the brothers are all really at least as she knows them, they're all really good guys and stuff. But like that's the only thing. It's like we already know some of them aren't, and that's why I'm having trouble. Like, so maybe to her in her eyes, like she doesn't know what goes on behind closed doors. But that's the only problem I'm having an issue because she said they're all like they're such good guys. They don't have it in them. They wouldn't do that. But yet we know Scott has it in him, and we see Scott's records, and even Troy has a couple like stalking stuff. So I mean, that I don't know, but there was a family member that did say that. But Kurt does not have a record at all. He has no criminal record from what I could find, and I've looked at 3 different places, nothing. Not that like maybe there's something out there that just I haven't been able to find, but I have not found anything. So he doesn't have like a bad history. So, but yeah, wait, what were you gonna say? Did I interrupt you?
No, I agree. I just
So I'm having trouble with that one. You know, I want to. How do we? I mean, obviously she doesn't know everything. Then you know what I'm saying?
no, she doesn't know everything, but the only thing that I mean, the one thing that I do believe that the info that she gave us is that their family trees like go back
Go
for
ahead and tell
years,
them.
like
Oh, no, you can't
decades.
say, huh? Yeah,
Like,
that does answer some people were like, does Candace know Kurt? What does she think of him? Yeah, this person said, yeah, it goes back. They are
years, you guys, like years.
Yeah. So,
I mean, it still doesn't necessarily rule Kurt out, right? Like it's still like when we're always going to be speculating. That's what we do on true crime. Like we can speculate about it, think about it, but in my opinion only, it kind of diminishes his role just a tad bit more because it's like long-standing family relations, and then there's all these other shady people in the picture, right? So
yeah, definitely.
Mark T. Wait,
How many branches? Wait, there was something else that I read that I wanted. Oh, hey, Heather. Hey. Oh, wait, no. Oh my God. That was the I just had like a complete memory like back to like 5 months ago, and I thought it never mind. Hey, Gizzy Sue. Wow. Um,
hi everybody.
was that you? You sounded different. No, what
I
I was
do
gonna
have
say,
something.
this is what I was gonna say because Heather won a giveaway, like this was like the giveaway
Yes, I
before the giveaway,
remember.
but then the staying classy just won the giveaway, and I just sent it out like last week. So I was just gonna say I got it mixed up, and I was thinking it was her. I was gonna be like, "Did you get your thing?" But she already got hers from like months ago. It was just
Yay.
the wrong one. I just wanted to tell you since I said that. But yeah, staying classy. Yeah, she should have got hers, but I haven't seen her in the chat in a while. Anyway, so what were we saying now?
No, like just about Candace's family and the Wadsworths, and yeah. But we could go ahead and listen.
Yeah, we'll listen to the rest. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, I already have it up there. There we go. Okay.
Kind of blew me away. At 19, all the stuff he knew. I don't know where he learned that from, his grandpa or his dad or whoever. I don't know, but you know, I have to think at about 17, he has his own business.
Everybody's so curious about this militia group, Kurt.
Oh, we had to go into that, huh?
Yeah,
I really wound it too far. Sorry.
There's a bunch of fabricated bullshit. So I need to say any more?
Nope.
We all follow the tweakers around. When they're moving, they're up to no good because they don't have jobs. They're not going to a job. They're going to scope out somebody's property they're going to rip off that night. So when we see them moving, we move and try to find them. That's what they're up to. Whose place they're going to hit that night. Is that called militia? I don't think so.
Yeah, it sounds to me like you're policing your
Yeah, that's
Properties.
called neighborhood watch, because several times they've asked me, why do you follow me? Because did you see that sign down in town down there? What does it say? Neighborhood watch. We're all watching each other's property. And I caretake probably 15 properties out here for people, because they trust me. They know I'm not going to take their shit, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. When I go there, I take pictures and I say, yeah, everything's good. Here's a picture. And they're glad to hear that, because I have properties that I have to go to myself and wonder if I'm going to find a mess, or I'm going to find my place is all still locked up. It's all good. Every time I go, it's almost like torture, because I'm thinking, man, I've been there for a week. I just pray to God I'm going to find everything in order, and it has been. Thank God. But some of the other places, I see other people go to their place, locks broke off. Somebody's been in their place. All I can do is take a picture of it, call them, and say, "What do you want to do? You want to report this to sheriff? Well, what's missing? I don't know what you had. I've never been in your house. The locks broke off. I don't know what you had. You got to come here and you got to figure out what they took. And if you had some guns or something here, that's well, no, I never had no guns there. Well, they have to take $1,500 worth of stuff for it really to even matter to the cops. So
if it's under 1,500, the cops are like, yeah, we're not coming out.
Right, and usually the people just say, well, can you get my place locked back up again and call it good. And maybe take some pictures inside. They scramble the place. Oh yeah, they always do that. They scramble. They just take drawers and dump them over. They make a big mess, and they take what they want and they leave.
Yeah, so it really was kind of up to you guys to protect your stuff.
That kind of pissed me off, because they've never hit me, not yet. But believe me, I can think of 4 or 5 places that I caretake. They have hit, and they've hit them hard. They took everything they own, because they just keep coming back. And I tell them, we need to get camera there. Will you buy a game cam? I'll put it up. I hook to my phone, and if I see something, I'm going to be right there, Johnny, on the spot, with a sheriff sheriff on his way.
Yeah.
Try to get on their tail and follow them, because if I knew they were there, all I got to do is get on their ass and follow them and get the sheriff up their ass and prove they weren't there, which is impossible.
Well, speaking of missing items, did Dylan have any missing big items that you're aware of?
No, not to my knowledge.
No.
Everything was. I was there Tuesday. I mean, his parents showed up on Monday, which is Memorial Day weekend, Memorial Day, and Tuesday they called me out there because they wanted to drain the pond, because they just to ease their mind that he wasn't in there. Maybe his cell phone was in there, his wall or something. Somebody threw it in there. So I went out there, and they ended up pumping the pond rather than digging a trench to drain it.
Really?
But I stopped doing backhoe work because the water wanted to run back in the pond, so I had to build a dam, over the pump hoses that were pumping away, and kind of when it would start to come around the end, I'd have to put another scoop of dirt at the end of it and try to get it away, keep it away from running back in the pond. But
Okay, so gosh darn. It's like every couple minutes, huh? I gotta be on my guard. So where'd Bella go? Whoa, how did I just get so big? I was like, what the heck? All of a sudden I see my big face on there. Maybe she's taking a minute.
I was frozen.
Oh,
Did
you
I
were?
leave? Yeah. Okay, I'm back. Hold on. I just need to plug something in. Okay.
I know, all of a sudden I look over and I look down and I'm huge on the screen. Which
was I gone? I was gone.
Gone. Yeah. Wait,
Okay.
you didn't know you were gone?
No, it was just frozen.
Oh,
It's fine.
okay.
I'm good.
We have to listen, Bella. Maybe we could. She's gone. See? She'll be back. I still haven't listened to the alpaca guy, but gosh, I need to, because you guys, there's a lot of things, but that's one person's opinion compared to another person. So remember, that's just one guy in the area. But have you listened to that yet, Bella? Alpaca? I don't know. I haven't listened to, so I can't really say. I guess there's this alpaca guy that I'm sure it's from Jim or whoever, one of them guys that had him on. I'm guessing, from what people are saying, that people have brought up. This was a few days ago, because they brought it up on my last live too. But I guess he has not so nice things to say about Kurt, I guess it is.
Okay.
But I don't know what else. Wait, what did you say, Joe Dirt, about? Oh, that's the one that said, he said, when people come in the bar, he tries to get all the money from them or whatever. Probably, maybe just a really good businessman. Not businessman, but what would you call that? We're a hustler, or no, where you're
Hustler?
like, you live in an area where you have to survive. Maybe you have to be able to, like, tourists that come by to be. I'm not saying that's right. It's not a good thing. But that was a
You're like,
joke. But I just mean, like, maybe. That doesn't make him a murderer. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't. No, yeah, that's not a good person, guys. I don't mean that. Man, I should never. Things come out wrong when I try to make jokes, but but I'll have to definitely listen to it. Can somebody email me what live? Because I don't want to go through all of them. I just. So can somebody email me, like, maybe which exact live that alpaca guy's on, so I know exactly which one to go listen.
it sounds like an interesting interview, right?
Yeah.
Alpacas.
So he has an alpaca farm or something. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
And he's got a lot of bad stuff to say about that. I think, of course, about Candace. I'm sure that's one of the things he has bad things to say. And Kurt, I don't know. I'm just assuming from little things I've heard. I just want to listen just to see. But, like, it's just one guy's perception, though. So don't hold it like as this is how it is. This is his perception of everything. We need to, like, get everybody's and kind of, like, form our own of, like, this person says this person says that, not just, like, one person. Oh, thank you, Brandy. Thank you. Okay. So, okay. What important things does he have to offer? Like, what is he just talks about the town, kind of?
Well, look at what Julie Burris said.
Kurt, no idea if that's true, but I saw another one on the channel that someone went down last night. Wait, something went down last night there. I heard last night he may have gotten into it with Kurt.
So, like, they probably maybe aren't getting along, and but I mean, you guys, like, this is the thing that, right, when we all know about the Summer Wells case, it kind of, like, took away from Summer, right? And this is all about Dylan. And that's one thing that I like what Kurt said to Jess in the interview that you played, that he was like, I just want him to be found. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. He might actually legitimately want him to be found more than some of these other people out here that you guys are listening to, in my opinion. I don't know. I mean, if he's not involved, then maybe he really does care about him as a friend. And maybe, I would, hopefully people apologize and stuff.
No one's gonna apologize.
It depends on how you approach it. Like, like we're saying, well, definitely look into it, but it just depends on how people are going at it. You know what I'm saying, I guess. So, I mean, maybe everybody has a different way to go at it. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I definitely thought at the beginning he needed to be looked into. Now I'm starting to think other guys are involved. I'm thinking Jim needs to be looked into, which he's going to, because he's arrested. Chase is in custody. So they're really hopefully going to look into the two people. And then Robert I don't know, Robert, like I said, we're going to go through those records together. I just skimmed them. So I just found them before I went live. So I just skimmed them. So I don't even know what they're all going to say, to be honest. Robert Aviles or whatever. So yeah, and that's another guy that Kurt mentioned. Did you guys catch that when they said they were looking for Chase? They went, I don't know if he was at Chase's or whatever, and he asked Robert where Chase was. I'm pretty sure that was the Robert he was talking about, right? So I think Robert and him are friends, right? Robert and Chase.
Probably. I mean, they're around this. They look to be around the same age, right?
Yeah. Yep. I have pictures and stuff too. So I don't know. Do you guys want to listen to the rest of this, or do you want to go through Robert's background now?
Trucks you. I hope I said that right. Thank you. Yeah. So that's the name. They want you to know that the guy.
Okay.
Yeah. So write that down just in case. But I think everyone's sending you stuff.
I didn't mean he's not like a good guy because I said it's just one guy's perception. That's just in general with life. Like everybody has, you just wouldn't want to go by one person's account of the town. You know what I'm saying? No matter how honest and good they are. Yeah, I would want to listen. That's what I meant. He could be the greatest guy. I didn't mean that at all. I just meant, that's one guy's. And then we have, hopefully we could hear from other people's.
And me and Tiff talked to some people that are like have lived in the town since, like how you say, Joe, someone that's lived there for 30 years. We talked to someone that's been living there since 1971, and they are just like, these are people that want to be off the grid. These are people that move there to be off the grid for whatever reason. You know, they're not like city people, don't like city people. And they want their town to just go back to normal, and they want Dylan found. And that's the most important thing. They don't care about all this YouTube drama and all that. They just want their town to go back to normal and Dylan to be found. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks. God, I love it. You say something and you get, I got the emails of the stream. Thanks, guys.
They're so good.
Yeah, so I don't have to like dig through. All right, let's continue here because people are leaving. I'm always like looking because, you know, I want to keep everybody.
Yeah, I'm going to shut up.
Because I feel like the Robert stuff is pretty interesting. What do you guys want to do though? Do you want to listen to the rest of this, or do you want me to go through the file and then maybe go back to it? What do you think? Let's go over the Robert files and then maybe we'll continue it after, okay? Just kind of mix it up to keep it fresh since we've been already watching this for like 30 minutes. Okay, so hold on.
So we could find out what this is.
He's more respectful on this show than some others. Wait, I released it?
Wasn't it you that?
Oh,
on the internet. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's.
Wait, I don't can you tell me your like what is your tone here saying this? I'm like taking it a couple different ways. Did I just talk? Did I say anything about him? That was.
I think it's a joking tone. That's how I'm taking it. Like
I know,
like,
but what did I don't think I was even talking about JT. I thought we were just talking about. I don't know. I didn't think I said anything. No, he's been on. If you look back, if he covers a case that YouTubers, he goes back a couple years ago. Like if there's a case, like maybe not in this specific community, but no, he goes back. I didn't unleash him on YouTube. He's all over YouTube for the last couple years, depending if there's a case that a YouTuber's covering and that he's covering, then he goes on it. So no, I didn't. Definitely, I wasn't the first to put him on YouTube. This case, I think he probably was the first. On this case, maybe my channel was the first. He's more respectful on this channel than some others. On this channel?
So you think we handled him well up here? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm maybe because who are you comparing him to? That's saying what the only other because like who else has been on this? Are you talking about Bella then? Or are you talking about me? Because me and you are the only other two that's been up here on this case.
No. What they're saying is he was more respectful here than he's been on other shows.
Oh, okay. God,
yeah.
See, thanks.
No problem.
Totally wrong. I apologize. Sorry. I thought you were coming at me, either me or Bella. I do misunderstand comments a lot. I apologize. Okay, so
yeah, you're gonna do the.
Oh yeah, I want to do the records here.
Thank you guys. Yeah, we tried. You guys, we did. You probably, if anyone was like watching those streams, we always try to be really respectful to anyone on the panel at all times. You know, no matter what.
Yeah. You know what I think I'm going to do though? I think I'm going to do a separate video too, and just going over these. So if you guys, I don't know, yeah, because I feel like we're starting to lose traction here. Okay, so let me exit out of this. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to show you guys. What I was going to make a short on. It's not a big deal, and I'm not trying to like start anything, but somebody had sent this to me a couple weeks ago, and it is kind of interesting because this is what I was asking Candace when I had her on. Remember when I asked her, does Dylan have any other shoes that he goes out in? I didn't mean like going to clubs or goes out park, because she's like, he doesn't go out. I just meant like that he goes out in public, like if he goes to the store or he goes to get something to eat or something? Does he always wear his boots, or does he have other shoes? Because what she was making it sound like is that those were the only footwear that he had. So like if he didn't have his boots, he was walking barefoot, basically. That's what she was trying to say, right? That's what I was trying to get it out of her. Does he has to have another pair that he could wear? No, he even wore these to Christmas. Somebody sent me a picture. It looks pretty recent. He's got white gym shoes on. So I've been wanting to show you this. I'm not trying to start anything, but I don't understand why there was all that denial. It doesn't make sense. Just say, yeah, he has gym shoes too. I don't get that part, what the point of that was. Bella, do you have any thoughts on it?
No, I don't. It's kind of unexplainable. It might not even mean anything. Maybe she just doesn't want the focus to be off of, like, to get sidetracked. But it is, how we do, you guys. We kind of like look at everything. We aren't the FBI. This isn't stuff to call the FBI on, but it's just an interesting thing.
Yeah, you could clearly see these are white gym shoes. They're not his boots. So I don't know. I know it's not a real good picture, but you could obviously see it's not the boots. So, and you could tell it looks pretty current. He doesn't look like really young. I mean, I think he looks, so I don't know, a year or two old, maybe. Like, I don't know. It doesn't look like it's like that old of a picture, right? So I don't know. Why? Maybe it is just what you said, Bella. I don't know, but that is kind of important, because it's either there's no possibility that, okay, either he definitely is barefoot or he's wearing somebody else's shoes or not. Like that only left that option because the boots were there.
Yeah, it was like in the beginning.
That makes no sense though. Like, why not say no? There's a possibility he could be in shoes somewhere, because that makes it seem like, whoa, then he had to have left from here. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's important, because it kind of shows maybe he didn't get picked up from. I mean, you never know. Like, he could have had his gym shoes on somewhere.
100%. That was a big focus, like in the first maybe like first week, right? It was like, this guy's out there without shoes. He wouldn't leave without his shoes. That was like one of the biggest things, right? So yeah, I agree. I agree. Okay. I'm just plugging my phone.
But I don't like saying that. I still think Candace is doing a good job. I don't have any bad feelings towards her at all. I just don't, that part confused me when I got sent that picture. And that's because I was trying to get at that when I was interviewing. Like, wait, he probably has another pair he wears somewhere. There has to be another pair. And she stayed pretty firm on that. So when I got that picture, I'm like, whoa, wait. Here, let me see who sent that to me. If I could find the original email so I could give you a shout out. Hold on. Hold on, guys, because I didn't find that. Somebody sent it to me. I'm not going to take credit. Where is it? Hold on. Oh, here it is. Or no. Yeah. Well, I don't even know. Uncle Joe? I don't know. Maybe
Uncle Joe sent it.
It just says Uncle Joe. So whatever your profile, I don't know if that's what you're called on YouTube, but thank you for sending.
Thanks, Uncle Joe.
I'm trying to see if in the email it says. Oh, so it does say this picture was taken in, wait. The photo was taken in 2020. So I guess it's 2 years, but still, like, I'm sure he probably still has those. They don't look real old. And somebody like him, it just seems like they probably keep their shoes for a while. I still have shoes from like so long ago. These one shoes I have that they are still in good shape. I've been wearing them for probably like 15 years. I feel like I've had, and they're not wearing down for some reason. Anyway, so yeah, I said it was because I guess it was a something maybe she posted, and she said that it was taken in 2020. He was going to prep it. It was before he was going to prep his farm. Anyway, so she is aware of this picture too. Okay, because she posted it, I guess, back then. All right, so let's continue here. Okay, so I narrowed it down. So when I was first looking at Ring, it didn't even take me that long to find him, actually. How long was it? I was looking, I'm like, oh my God, there's so many. And then somehow I found his Facebook. And then because, you type in the person's name, there's a lot of older people, Randy Avilas, you type in, and then I was like, oh my God, there's so many. I typed in Utah, so many. And then I found his Facebook, and then I looked at comments in his Facebook and linked one of the comments that was his relative. And then I was able to link the relative through the background search. And then the picture popped up too, so it all matched up. So I was like, yes, I got
Thank
lucky.
goodness.
I know, because sometimes it's like trial and error. Like with Don Hill, I'm already went through probably like 15 people, and you could tell none of them are him. It doesn't look like. So I just got to keep looking and looking. But with Robert, I think I got lucky. I only had to look through maybe like, I probably looked through 5 to 10 or whatever, and then I ended up like let me look at his see if I could find him on Facebook, and then I linked. I was like, let me look at his comments, and then I saw this relative, and I was able to link it up like that. So yeah, let's do this here. I don't know why I explained all that. I don't know. I'm always just talking. I don't know. I'm just, it's like you guys are my friends, and I just share like what I would like anybody. Like if I was just talking to you on the phone, like, oh gosh, this is what happened. I had to go through this, and I don't care as long as you guys don't get annoyed.
I think it's good information.
Yeah, just to tell you how I did it. But yeah, I was so happy though. I was like, yes. Because if not, I mean, I could have been doing it all day looking at all the Robert Avilas. Okay. Where are we at?
I agree with this, Takia. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it. St. Julian. But I think that they weren't. I think maybe they weren't as close. Like, every family's different. Family dynamics are hard, and maybe they didn't know. Maybe they weren't as close and knew everything about what was going on with Dylan, which is normal. It doesn't mean you're a bad parent or.
Yeah, I think it's definitely, he definitely probably was kind of private, I feel like. I mean, that they didn't know a lot about him, I should say.
Yeah, and at that age, like, that's kind of like typical normal stuff.
Yeah, it is really normal. And that's the other thing that people were like, first of all, that you would know if you had a girlfriend. No, you could be private. And also, I don't agree with that when you're 19 that you didn't necessarily have to have a girlfriend, because I think he was so focused on his farm though that like I don't think that was important. Girls didn't seem, maybe it's not important to him yet. So I mean, but maybe he is gay. I don't know. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying just because he hasn't had a girlfriend at 19 doesn't necessarily mean that, I don't think, in my eyes, because I could see him like, he's just putting all his thoughts and everything into his farm. Like he's just dedicated. He don't got time for no girl. He's not even really thinking about it. He is just focused. So I could see that too. So you just never know. Everybody's different.
Yeah.
But like I said, maybe he is, who knows?
And I agree, Joe Dirt. I agree with that. Joe Dirt says, I think everyone should be considered a suspect unless they have no motive or alibi. What do you think, Tiffy?
Yeah, definitely. I think, yeah. And I think that's what FBI is doing. I feel like I think they're probably doing a good job. Okay, let me show you some pictures first. I'm glad the FBI are working on it, to be honest.
Yes, thank goodness. And you guys have to get, no matter what you think about Candace, you have to give her credit. And whatever her relationship you think was with her son, that she is out there, whether it's like it's being said that she's just showing up now and she hasn't been involved in her kid's life until now. And she's just showing up now. At least she's doing it, because this could have so easily been swept under the rug and not even, how many people go missing a year? And it's hard to get answers.
There he is. Yeah, Unsolved Mysteries. We were just talking about you. Thank you.
Yay. Nice to meet you, Unsolved Mysteries.
Oh, thank you for the super chat. Okay, so here's a couple pictures of him.
Oh, really? That's him? He looks so different from that mugshot in these.
Really? I think he looks pretty similar.
Okay, because I don't have them next to each other. Maybe because he had hair. Did he have hair in those?
I don't know. We'll compare.
Okay.
I hope I got. Hold on.
I'm sure it's the right person.
That's the way I found his Facebook, and then I looked at the picture to compare with the mugshot. Then I was like, Yes,
see
that's the
it.
same guy. I thought. Hold on. Zeke,
Yeah.
shoot, Zeke,
Okay,
hold
go
on,
get
buddy.
Zeke.
No,
So
I
you
did compare
guys,
one of them. Here we go. Look at the nose.
yes,
It's just an
totally.
old mugshot.
He's just
I did.
older. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So you guys go get Zeke.
No,
You
my
wanna get
grandma
Zeke?
came. Yeah, come here.
Okay.
Hold on.
This is Robert Aviles, you guys.
Hold on. Yeah, come here. You want to say hi? Yeah, I'm working now. You want to say hi? Come say hi. They loved when you said hi last time. Wait,
Hi.
Bella, show your face so she has somebody to look at.
Okay, hold on a second.
Hold on,
Oh
you'll
my
see
God.
who you're talking
Right
to.
here, right here.
Hi.
Oh,
Hi,
Oh,
Grandma.
how pretty.
Oh, she's
Oh,
so
that is-
sweet.
Here, you
Yes.
can't hear. You can't hear. Huh? That's
Oh,
Bella.
look at-
Oh, she's pretty though. Who is
Yeah,
that?
Bella.
Oh,
You
she's
probably can't hear, but she's saying
She's
hi.
so, you're so sweet.
Tell her I said
She
hi.
said
Oh my
hi.
gosh, I love her.
Yeah, tell her. Oh,
Oh, I love her
pretty,
so
how
much.
cute she is. Yeah, she's cute like you. Yeah. Oh.
Thanks. Thanks.
No, I was just wondering if you wanted the dog up here.
Well, I'm working, so yeah, I just it's
Yeah,
it's fine.
yeah, I'll take
Okay.
him down until you're done.
Okay.
I don't know where he went. I don't know. In here?
I don't know. No, you don't carry him downstairs though. Hold on, I gotta make sure.
You gotta go do that. Happy 4th of July weekend to everyone who celebrates.
All right, thanks. No.
Oh my
I'm
God.
just making sure you weren't carrying him. You're fine.
It's so cute. She's so, yeah, she is. She's amazing.
Okay.
She's so cute.
All right. Sorry.
I love your grandma. She's so cute.
Oh. See, at least she saw a face because last time there was nobody to look at, and she's like, "Who am I saying hi to?" I tried to say, but at least now, like seeing somebody, she can. Oh, okay, okay. So yeah, I did do that side by side. I forgot I made that to compare, and I thought it looked pretty gosh darn similar. I just, one looked older.
No, it does. It does. You're right.
So yeah. That's the one, and then I just did the side by side. But and I think somebody else just sent me a couple more pictures. OG Ranger, hold on.
It's
I
nice
love
to
my
see 'em.
community. I love the chat. They always help me out with stuff. Let's see.
They're the Google.
Yeah, they are. Hold on, let me. Yeah, you did. Okay, here. Sent me two more. There's a one. And then two.
Huh.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah, you found the same guy I did. So we were on it. We're on it. We're on it. Okay. So let's look at the file now.
Yeah, it's just that was a younger mugshot. It's really interesting.
Yeah,
It was an
'cause somebody sent in
article.
chat. Remember, people were because they probably heard the name, they probably found the RIC, and then it was just an old mugshot. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let me just start share.
Siren's losing her stuff outside. She's just like rolling around, legs up, making a whole
Aw.
bunch of racket. Can you hear her? No? Okay.
Wait, no. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. Thanks for coming on, by the way.
No problem.
That's weird. Do you have something up? No, I wouldn't be getting yours, right? Because it's something's coming up that I don't even have up as a tab. I am so freaking confused.
I don't
I
see
don't-
it back here. I have it's a whole nother thing on a phone, but I don't even see it back here at all.
Oh, I found it. Okay, never mind. It was I must have had another whole thing up. I was like, wait a minute, somebody in my computer like secretly doing something? Okay.
Changing your name.
Yeah. All right, let's do this here.
Okay.
Okay, so here is his records. Like I said, I just skimmed through it. I haven't even got to wait, I want to see something real quick. Hold on. No. Okay, never mind. I just wanted to try something to make sure it didn't. What if I do this? Is this better? I don't know. I always debate because let's just start here. Okay, so this is the first one. Let's just go through them. Like I said, I'm not even sure what all of them are. I saw a couple. So burglary, What's the ATT stand for? I don't know.
I could look it
ATT
up.
burglary. Bella, you want to look it up or no? You
Yeah,
can't. You're not.
I
Are you, Mike? He's 38. Wow. But you know what? Some people age. I mean, he does look older, but I believe it because some people just look. They have a rough life and they age different. So yeah,
They
I
have a
believe
rough
it.
life. Maybe they're on, allegedly, maybe they're on methamphetamine. So
That's what I mean.
they
Something. I mean, not.
maybe
He's
on
5'8".
something.
Because I know people are going to ask because of the whole. But you guys, I don't think that that's really something. Well, and I guess we always should keep that in the back of our head. But I really think it was moved up for another reason, like cleaning or getting something under the seat or something. Because we have not found anybody that's like 4'11. Because Candace is like 4'11. I mean,
And a half. She always says, "Don't forget the half."
unless if there was a guy. Oh, let's just say maybe around 5 foot. Somebody was like 5 foot. I guess though, because she could reach it doesn't mean that somebody is like maybe my height, 5'2". Maybe they would have it up that high if they just wanted. Who knows? So yeah, I guess always keep that in the back of your head. But he's 5'8".
I'm putting this down.
Transfer to parole. This is Elko, Nevada. Grand larceny is the offense description. Sentence begins June 19th, 2015. Sentence end. That doesn't make sense. How does the sentence end before it begins? Am I missing something? Look, it says sentence begins June 19th, 2015. Are you there, Bella?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Sentence end June 1st, 2010. I mean, it's 5 years before. I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Wait, but this is the one that had the height at 42 feet 6 inches.
No, that was for oh my God, who was that? The person, right? Who was that? That they said it was 42 inches 6. Yeah, basically 42 feet 6. Who was it? Lance or Chase or who was that?
It was like either
Jim.
Chase.
I think it was Brenner.
Oh.
I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So we got transfer. Oh,
that site sucks out. Gizzy Sue.
So wait, we have a bunch. What's that? This site sucks out. No, but it is pretty good because when I was able to like find like the local, like the county records, and I mixed them, like it all was like the same records. I mean, but it was just some of the stuff, some of the little details, like the 42, but everything else was pretty good. But the picture too. So there are a few little things, but as far as like the records, those all seem to be legit. But the one time I had the wrong picture with the wrong records, and then the one time I had the 42 feet. But otherwise, it seems like when I cross-reference, it seems to match everything. So I think it's pretty good. Of course, you're going to have your mistakes here and there. Okay, so we have grand larceny, ATT burglary, whatever that means, and grand larceny, fraudulent use of a credit card. So this is all like the same charge, right? Assault with a deadly weapon? Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. Parole eligibility date, October 18th, 2017. Mid-sentence once. Max sentence 72. Minimum sentence is 28 months and max is 72.
People in chat are asking who is Robert Aviles and how is he connected?
Yeah, so okay, chat might know a little bit more than me, but what I know and what made me like ding 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 is freaking Kurt mentioned a Robert. I think that's who he was talking about. So Robert is, I think, Chase's friend, right? And he was in the area. I think he is in custody right now.
Yes.
We'll see if anything here says it. And if not, I am going to today sometime go look up the county and like try to look up like the local records and see if I could find like more details like I did with the other guys. I haven't got time to do it with this one yet. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the one that Kurt was talking about where he said he went to find Chase, right? And he asked Robert, where's Chase? And Robert said he's wherever he said he was. I got to listen to that again, but he answered. And because Kurt said something about him thinking that Chase might have done it, and then almost the way he was kind of talking about Robert is like he sounded like Robert's a kind of a bad guy too. So I think Robert was just like friends with Chase, and that he was with him that day, or potentially they're close, at least currently. That Kurt would go to him to look for Chase, or that Robert would be at Chase's, or however that happened. I'm gonna have to listen to that again. Bella, do you remember?
I don't, but he is in custody, and and when he got picked up picked up was like when this case was starting to take off. Oh my gosh, thank you, Daniel Kelly. I was like looking through abbreviations. I'm like, it had so many different things.
I'll just keep it open.
That's good to know.
I should play that part again.
Look at what Daniel Kelly said.
Attempt. Oh, duh. Oh, thank you. I didn't mean duh like for you. Yeah, I was like, we should have known that. Thank you. Okay.
Good to know.
So yeah, so basically, he could be really important because that's one of our people that a lot of people are thinking Chase. And now that this Robert, and now he's in custody, and he was with him at that time, as far as like they were obviously friends and stuff. We're going to listen to that part in that interview again. Let's just go through this, and then I'll find that part. I think it's one of these timestamps I have, and then we'll listen to exactly what he says. Okay, so let's see what the next one is.
Donnie Brasco, that would probably fit what we're going to be looking at, because we're looking at his records right now. So yeah.
See, 5'10". So the other one said 5'8", but that's the thing. The descriptions sometimes aren't accurate, which is bad, huh?
Which is weird because they're booked. Did you just drink in the middle of the sentence?
No, I didn't say anything.
Did
I?
Okay. Yeah, like you were talking, and then
what other thing? Remember there was another person where they had two different heights in one of the cases we were doing. What was that? It just was recently.
I bet you it's that same gym dude. Like it's probably him, because it probably said 42.
No, that we couldn't find a different. The 42 feet guy, we couldn't find one that we understood. That's the only one we could find. No, it wasn't Jim.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. But I don't think it was through this. I think it was something else. I don't even think it was me. Anyway, and this says 5'9". So we have a 5'8", 5'9", and 5'10". So they're just lazy or sloppy the way they're marking it down, right?
He's slouching in one. I don't know.
Yeah, he's probably slouching and then standing up taller. Maybe his shoe. I don't know. Who knows?
We should get a job with this company and like just keep all the records straight.
Yeah. So this is possession of a controlled substance, avoiding apprehension. So that's, what year was this? Doesn't even show me a year. And then sometimes they don't even freaking show you a year. But like, I'm going to look more into him. Now that I have all his information, I'm going to look further into him and find more records. But I got this like right before the live. So, okay. So, because originally a live, we were just going to go through and just have a discussion. But then I found his records. So I'm like, let's go through this.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't have a thorough yet. Okay. So we have under influence of controlled substance.
Makes
Elko
sense.
County. This is Elko County Courthouse. This says 5'8". So he's between 5'8" and 5'10", obviously. At least they always have the same eye color and hair color. His weight's usually around this, 149, 150, around the same. Okay, so another one, attempted burglary, grand larceny. Oh, this might be the same one, huh? I don't know why they like to repeat them sometimes. I hate that. Let's see. This has to be the other one. Because since it's 3, it's probably going to be in here 3 times, right?
Probably. If it's 3 charges, you mean?
That's why they do that. Like that one that had 25, I was like, man, and it kept doing it, the Chase one, or no, the Scott one. And then I realized, oh my God, it's listing everyone out separately, but then it's including all of them too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh.
My God.
Okay, so this is 22. Oh, wait. Parole hearing date 1/9/2020. Received date 12/4/2020. Sentence date 10/26/2008. Parole expiration date is 2010. Prior felonies, yes. So he got minimum sentence 0 to 12, maximum 0 to 36. 3 counts. Yeah, so this might be in here one more time. Yeah, assault with deadly weapon. So that one carries 0 to 72 or minimum 0 to 28. Okay. So let's see if oh, what's this one? This one's 5'9", okay. Cause this is yeah, this will be in there twice because of the I don't like how they do that. Okay. So
I
that's
know,
all that
yeah.
so that this shows. But like I said, I'm gonna look at some other ways now that I have his information. And then the picture that they actually have a picture up here that might.
That's a
But see,
really weird picture
the
to have.
one, the thing is how you see how this says the images that could be or that could be Robert for the chase ones. It didn't say that. It was just in his records. So if it would have said that, it would have been like, this might or may not be him. But the way that they had his picture, it was like right there down by the criminal traffic, not at the personal stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I was
totally.
like, dude, why didn't you at least put that it could be? Because you had it wrong. But anyway, so obviously you could tell that's the same guy, but it just says could be. But yeah. So I'm gonna look a little bit further into him. Let's go find that part in the interview where he talks about a robber. I am almost certain that's who he's talking about because that's how he got introduced into this is a friend of Chase's, right, Bella? Isn't that when people were messaging up?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Because it happened like almost like boom, Chase got arrested, and then I think it was either the next day or like 2 days later, this Robert dude got arrested. So it was kind of like,
Yeah.
do they know something we don't know? And they're just they're just taking them for charges because they're ex-felons. So it's
That's
easy
how they do it.
to,
They could
yeah,
find
it's
another
easy to get
charge to
'em.
have. Yeah, they find like a different charge. Either they could charge him on to keep him in custody, so they're at least the potential bad guys are behind. We've seen it. That's
Yeah.
how they always do it. If they have something that they could charge him with, and usually they'll wait. Like, let's say, how long are they going to be able to keep this person because they need time to build the case. But with these guys, they probably since they have so many charges, they probably know that they could do it right away because they're not getting out anytime soon. So they'll have time to build a case. But remember on some of them, if it's like a small charge, they'll kind of wait because if they can only keep them for how long because they want, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I forget who they,
Mhm.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
smart, you know?
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, it's the right, because at least whoever the potential person is in like sitting in prison, like safe. They can't
Yeah.
go on a
Yeah.
run. They can't.
Yeah. No, you're right. So they have Chase, they have Robert. Who else? Okay, I will. Who else did Scott? I can't remember. I think Scott's in custody too, right? Wadsworth. And wait, Troy.
Yeah,
I meant
he
to
is.
I meant to show you. Somebody sent me and then I ended up getting it because I got the records anyway. But it was the Troy went in for a like a some kind of traffic thing. Hold on, I gotta find that. Okay, I
And
saw
what
that.
happened? Brandy Owens said to check email. You saw that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, whoa. So she has where Brenner's 5'1"?
Are you serious?
Whoa, that's huge.
We were joking about that. Like we were joking about it in the chat and on when you did that.
What do you mean joking?
Because it said like 42 inches and all that, and that's like short. And then we we're like, oh, it's like, is he a garden gnome and all that stuff? And if he's really just 5'1", and
Whoa. Yeah, it shows his intake date 6/20 because that's when he was, and that's correct. And oh my God. So, dude, maybe that You know, that would make sense. So the seat might have been pulled up for him to reach. Holy crap. And I really think that that's one of the main people I have on my mind now. Like I said,
Me
after
too.
I learned about him, and the last thing, the person that's seen Dylan, he was on his way towards where that guy is squatting. And then he has Dylan's hat on now. No, like, yeah, this is the guy we need to be looking at. Wow.
Or like put more eyes on, you
But
know,
he's
more
in
than,
custody, so that's good. I think they
yeah,
know way more than what we know. I think they already have like a lot more on him. I bet you
I
they
believe
have
that.
DNA or something.
I
5-1.
100% believe that.
Whoa, that's huge. Thank you, Brandy.
Will, this is Jim Brennan. Brennan.
James, yeah, Brennan, James Brennan or Jim Brennan. Yeah. It's the one guy I went over his records. When was it? Yesterday or I don't know, a couple days ago.
2 days ago. 2 days ago, you guys.
He's got that charge from 86 where it was like rape, what was it, assault with intent to murder, rape, and rob or whatever. I know it was from 86 a long time ago. And then he's just got, he's been in and out just with other felonies because then he was a felon and he's not allowed to have a firearm and he gets caught with that and stuff like that. Wow. Man,
I can't believe
feel
he's only 5'1". I'm sorry. I don't mean to, like, my mom is 5'1". My dad's 6'4", but like my mom is 5'1". She's like little.
I'm 5'2", but for a guy, that's pretty small. It's not like I'm surprised. I mean, there are guys that sure. I don't know. Wow.
I think the most surprising thing is maybe the intake person tried to make him sound taller by putting 42 inches.
Oh, you think that's what it was?
42 feet. No, was it inches for? Yes, they put feet. They said
they did it
42
wrong.
feet, 6 inches. Yes. They put 42 feet, 6 inches. So maybe they somebody was like, let's cut him a break. Poor guy. We don't want to put that on his, I don't know. Weird.
You think though? Like him being like you think they would care? Like to cut him a break? They don't care. When you're in jail, you're like a property. I mean, they don't look at you like a human. I don't think they don't give a crap about you. Like, I don't think so. Not from what I got when I was there. And then just like, hearing things, I don't think that they give a crap about that. They're just like, psh. I just think they're probably lazy. On some of them, why this freaking Robert, they just put, they have it off by 3 inch, like 5'8", 5'9", 5'10". I don't know.
Robin
though,
Lane.
right? I don't know. They're not like usually like sympathetic towards the criminal.
But tell me it wasn't weird to see 42. It was 42 feet, Robin Lane. It said 42, like with the 1, like for feet, like how you have it written for 3, 6. Yeah, like I don't get it. Okay, anyways.
I know, and I was trying to look it up. I'm like, I'm having a moment. I even texted you, but like, what does this mean? And you're like 42 feet. And then people in chat started saying that. I'm like,
it just it was just weird, like seeing it, the visual, and then now hearing he's 5'1", it's like,
hold on, I want to see something real quick. Hold on, guys, 1 second.
Still doesn't compute. I know, the joy catcher. That's what weird. I think that's where my head's at. Like, hold on a second. Hoda.
Dude, I think we got the person then. I don't know, man. I think they're, whew. What do you think?
I think that it's a good, okay, my opinion only, that there's a good chance between Chase and Jim. There might be another person involved too, but I think that I think the FBI is pretty on it right now. And I think we don't know like they're not releasing, they're just, as it should be, right, you guys? Like we should. That's why we're over here talking about it.
Yeah, no, I think, yeah, they got him. I'm glad they got him then. Okay, so what were we? Oh, we want to go back to that part in the interview and see what he says about Robert. That's what I wanted to, hold on. I don't know for sure. I'm going to try to find it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see if I go to 16. I want to just see what timestamps I have. It's probably going to play a commercial. Hold on. Let me see something. No, I guess not.
There's 2 people. right? And my daughter related to me, my daughter Keisha, she's the one that asked her mother to do this, okay? Because she has faith in the psychic thing. I've never dealt with it before. She goes, Dad, let's just see what they come up with. We're 8-9 days into this. They haven't found nothing. Let's see what the psychic comes up with. She's pretty good. So that
I
story
think
got
this is where
passed
he
from
does go into
the
it.
psychic to my ex-wife to my daughter to me. So it went through 4 heads.
Gosh darn it. I'm about to just download this. Should I?
Yeah, download it.
Okay, hold
You
on,
could, like,
guys,
even
because
do
it's
it.
just too much, so I don't have to keep going back and forth. There's too many commercials in it. It's like every
Is
like
Jess
2
here
minutes.
still? Wonder if Jess is still here.
I don't know, but it's like every couple minutes. I just can't. I don't want to take a chance of getting a copyright on the song.
Stan, I don't know if we've gotten to that part yet, but I'm sure just if Tiff downloads it right now, she'll be able to go through it at some point.
I didn't finish the end because I feel like even me personally, we didn't finish it. Plus, I didn't even listen to it all because I was trying to hurry up and listen to it before I came on. But I feel like he answered like a lot of the important questions the first 30 minutes. But maybe there are more important ones at the end too. I don't know. We'll see. We'll check it out. Maybe skip through it a little bit. See. I'm just trying to find that part, and I think he goes into it because they're talking about being held captive, and I think that's when he talks about the psychic, and then he goes into what he thinks because he points his like at Chase. I feel like that's when he goes into like talking about Chase, and then trying to find what they did. Remember, because they called the cops, and then they because that was the thing. He said Chase was holding him captive. Remember?
So now we know how that came about, because that was such a bizarre piece of the puzzle when this case first started, if you guys remember, right? Is like, how did the parents get a call from Kurt saying he's being held captive? So this is how it came about. Yeah. So that was a great question that Jess asked. So right, we're going to get... So Black Dove, I parsed that whole interview with Kurt and tore it apart on another channel. Kurt is a liar and he contradicts himself in the interview.
Mm-hmm. But do you actually think he's responsible for the Dylan thing? Dylan thing, I didn't mean it. Dylan, sorry, I was reading something else. The Dylan disappearance, you really think that he is? Because I'm just not thinking that anymore. I definitely might be wrong, but I don't know. Now I'm thinking James 5'1", that's huge news. Figures the one important detail that they didn't freaking have him in the background, and they have him in about almost everybody else, like the height and everything, and they didn't have it for, well, they had the 42 whatever, but then any of the other parts it didn't have it, because a lot of these, each thing it'll have like the information, right? Like that's how we're like, oh, 5'8", 5'9", but it only had it in one of it, and then that was what it said, one of his records, and that's what it said. It was just
You guys have to understand too, like Kurt, he knows the family, right? So if I'm not ruling him out. I'm not saying he's not. He needs to be looked into until he's cleared. But if he knows the family for all these decades, if his family and the Rounds family have known each other for so long, he's talking to FBI, like he says, who matters. That's what he says in the beginning. I'm talking to people who matter. He isn't going to show his hand, right? He's not going to show his entire hand to us, because that's like family, friends. Like I wouldn't, right? God forbid this happens to somebody who's like a family friend or a part of my family that my family has known for decades. And someone from YouTube or the YouTube community wants to know, if it helps to get my family member back, that's as much information as I'm going to put out. Like to stop the rumors, I might, but like I am going to be talking to FBI more than I'm going to be talking to YouTubers.
Yeah. All right, so here I have it
And
downloaded now. Let's
People
just.
know that it does.
I'm gonna go back to where we were here. Okay.
I've never dealt with it before. She goes, Dad, let's just see what they come up with. We're 8-9 days into this. They haven't found nothing. Let's see what the psychic comes up with. She's pretty good. So that story got passed from the psychic to my ex-wife to my daughter to me. So it went through 4 heads at that point, right? Or 3, at least 3. You know how stories get changed.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's like playing telephone.
I did not say that he was being held in I did not know that. I said it's a possibility because the psychic said he is being held. He is alive. And that made me ecstatic. I thought, my God, he's alive. Time is of the essence here. We need to get on this shit. Because I'm like, what could the conditions be? It's 8-9 days into this, right? The kid be held in a cage or in a horse trailer or something, shitting himself, and they're throwing food to the side of him and throw a jug of water in him once to keep him last alive, right? That's what I'm thinking. It can't be good. It can't be good to hold somebody captive. How do you do? Dylan, that'd be like holding on to a mad dog. Because he would fight. If he got a chance to run away, he would. So how they're holding him, in my mind, I'm thinking, I don't know how they're doing this, but I was just glad that she said he was alive, and that made me just happy as hell, thinking, my God, this kid's not dead. He's alive. We need to move fast on this, as fast as we can. Get your ass to Montello. They kicked over the sagebrush. Every sagebrush over there was in. And I said, are you going to talk to the sagebrush some more out there? Or are you going to get your ass to Montello and talk to the people that know Chase, who everybody suspects did this.
Yep.
And this little shit in town called Robert Aviles, or Aviles, he was involved. He admitted that because they went. I said, I don't know where Chase is. I had no clue where Chase was at the time, but I knew where Robert was. My brother was sitting over there watching. We seen him outside. I said, you stay right here. I'm going to get his parents here. And we're going to get the cops here, and they're going to roll this little bastard, find out what he knows about this. Because he did admit to him that he took Chase to the sin. And they had no business out there. None. So I was like, wow, we were going to find Dylan today. I thought we were going to find him today. But 6 cops went up, 3 highway patrol and 3 sheriffs went over there like they're going to meet up with the cavalry over there. And the mother told come out, talk to my brother. He's sitting out in front of the house watching it, right? She came out and said, well, Robertson, I don't know why you're watching my house. And he said, well, we got a missing person, and we don't know if it's Robert or who it is. I just want to know if Robert's there. Oh, he's in the house. He doesn't feel good. And she said, she said, there's cops in town on. He said, yeah. Can they come over here? She goes, oh, yeah. They can go talk to Robert. They can go right back to his bedroom and talk to him. So there was no threat. She's going to let them through the door. They don't have to knock the door in or nothing, right? And we came over here and told them that what she said. You guys, one of you go. You don't need 6 of you. Don't go over there like the National Guard's coming down this place. One guy over there and walk through the house and ask this kid some questions, yeah?
Yeah.
But the way it went, they went over there, all 6 of them pulled up, lights flashing, all the bullshit. Probably scared the hell out of the kid, but he didn't run. Normally he runs some shit like that, but he didn't run. He stayed there. And they actually went and that said, well, you can look through my house. But they said, well, we think, this missing person can be in here. So that she said, well, and they cut locks off. They went and they looked in everything. So it didn't matter. So that cleared it. Dylan wasn't there for sure. That's for damn sure. But I could think of 4 or 5 other places they get me help. So I started turning them on to that. So
I do have to ask you, and I didn't ask you on the phone earlier, but the PI keeps bringing up this building that only you have the keys to. Dylan might be locked in there or something. I don't know. But
I think Troy caretakes that building for Ron Tello. It's next to the Cowboy.
okay.
And Troy does have the keys because he's the caretaker of it. I don't know for sure. But what does that have to do with anything? I don't know. Is that how to find Dylan? Do you think Dylan's over there? I don't think so.
Yeah, people have asked these questions, so I think it's best that you answer them because you have the answers. Not
Back to where we left off then, because we already listened to this. I just wanted to play that part about Robert. So Robert's the one that took Chase to Lucin. So into town basically. So yeah, it sounds like Kurt thinks, that he might know where he is too. But like I said, then people were saying Kurt's just trying to get him off of his track. So who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But you got to look at who is arrested right now. Who did they pick up? Who does the FBI? I mean, who are they arresting? Chase, Robert. I think Scott is already. I think Scott's in custody too. I'm pretty sure. I have to see if I could double check that. But so I don't know. I know they probably don't have anything to get Kurt on right now because he doesn't have a record. So for them, they would have to have like strong evidence to charge him with something. But so yeah, that's the Robert. I'm sure that's the Robert they're talking about, huh?
Yeah, no, he even said Robert Aviles, the sentence before that. He said
Okay.
Robert Aviles. So yeah, it is. I mean, it's, you guys, all of these characters have really interesting. I mean, Kurt doesn't have a criminal sheet that we found.
No. Or yeah, that we found. I found. Yeah. No. I don't know. Oh, thanks, and famous. Oh, thank
Welcome.
you. Welcome, and famous truth teller. Karmic vibes, in my opinion. Yes, Kurt called Candace, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, to tell him about the being held hostage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is
And
this your
it
first
could-
time here? Go ahead. What?
Yeah, I think it's their first time. Thanks for being
Like-
here, and famous truth teller.
Is this your first live, you mean? Thank you. Yay, I hope you stick around. What is get zapped? Oh, wait, John, I forget what that means. I remember us talking about that when I was zoning out. Yeah, I think it was, I was having, oh, yeah. That was during the Johnny Depp trial stuff, I think.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I was doing I think it was when I was doing Johnny Depp videos that Matt, oh, yeah, you were there. I don't know. We're talking about get zapped, and I was just zoning out.
Yeah, and famous truth teller, that actually came out on Zav's show. What you're saying about the
yeah, but supposedly that's Scott. It wasn't Troy though. But yeah,
Zav actually figured that out, that it wasn't, because it was first said that it was Troy that did it, but then Zav looked up Scott, which is another brother of the Wadsworths, and it was found it matched more with Scott than Troy.
Yeah. So, and that's the one where we looked it up a couple days ago, where I got a more detailed account. And I think he served a year. He only served a year because all the women didn't press charges, remember? But he got like that one, he got charges for the minor, but he served a year, and then he got like, I think how many years probation? And then he had like a $6,000 in fines or whatever. So that's what he got out of that. But yeah, it wasn't Troy. So that whole thing that we were led to believe that Troy did it, and then he had the scratches on her arms, that was a whole false scenario. So that's not true. But I guess he did have scratches. Kurt says that it's from falling off a three-wheeler or whatever. I mean, who knows?
Which is weird, right? Like, think about that. Isn't it weird that he would fall off a three-wheeler when the three-wheeler is something that everyone is saying, like, when Dylan went missing, that there was like, was it Chase that was like doing three-wheelers, like going around like with like Dylan's three-wheeler around, and then Dylan had an accident with his three-wheeler. Like, remember, didn't Candace say something about that?
And then what though? How does that all connect?
I don't know. Like, they all have had like, not all of them, but that Troy had an accident with a three-wheeler, and then if Dylan had, like, it's just like, no, they said four wheels.
Oh, then he's correct. Four wheels. Oh, I thought he said four and then he said three, or I don't know. Okay. He said one and then he's changed it, I thought, but maybe he changed it to the four wheel. Maybe he said it the opposite way. Either way, yeah.
I would too.
But so yeah, I don't know. So I don't think I see people still have that scenario. That's how dangerous it is to not get things correct, which we all screw up. I mean, we try our best, but like, because now people have that thing in their head, and a lot of people have that as Troy now in their head.
Yeah. Well, it's his brother Scott, right? So, yeah, hopefully. Troy, if you're out there and you want to clear your name, you can call or write to Zav.
Yeah.
She found out.
What happened?
You found out about it.
Did you not
Oh,
listen to
sorry.
Troy? No, I didn't. Why? What is that? Why? Can you explain? What did we say that?
No, I think it's the same thing that everyone wants us to listen to, that because he's the guy that said that he had, you know, that he's the one that said that at the bar that Kurt would like try to get victims and like steal from them and stuff.
No,
So
I know,
think-
but obviously it's something we just said. So I'm just curious, what was it? I don't mean that in a mean way. That didn't come out like why. I meant like, what was it that we said that we like that made you say that this guy must clear up? You know what I'm saying? That we said something maybe wrong. And it's like, oh, didn't you listen to that? It's this. We weren't even talking about Kurt. So I don't, that's what I want. Let me see how we can just know. I thought maybe there was something specific that they're talking about, right?
I don't know. I think that maybe something else is going on in chat.
How would Candace know? But they said Zab, though. It was to me. Right? I don't know. Maybe I'm misunderstanding again, but I just like to know. So we know what he said, maybe. Maybe he says something about the four-wheeler, about how would Candace know she was hundreds of miles away and had never... Oh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you are talking to somebody else because I don't think we're...
Yeah, see, that was my reply to Mimi, the Candace thing.
Oh, well, why'd you put Zav then? Wait, the one that said Zav was a reply to somebody else?
No, that was probably just the one before that about the Candace thing, and then the one with Zav just probably just asking you, because Black Dove probably wasn't here when we were talking about not having watched that. You know what I mean? I mean,
I don't know.
we're not going to know, but we'll watch that. We'll probably watch that in a little bit. Not, I don't think on here, but yeah, we'll watch it. I think you got the links.
Yeah, I'm definitely, yeah, because I mean, everybody keeps referencing it, so I have to just suck it up and watch it. Some inside stuff that we don't know about. They're not wanting to let out for some reason, maybe save the integrity. Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, a lot of it could just be just, you know, save the integrity. I mean, they're not going to go public, like at least like FBI and what they're finding. I wouldn't want them to, you know. I hope they're just, I think they're on it. I really do. I think they're, hopefully, I mean, let's hope. I really hope it's not like another Summer Wells case where the law enforcement just misses it, you know, too early on, and they just, I feel like they just screwed it up. I hope I'm not wrong for saying that, but I think a lot of people agree about that Summer Wells case, that they just missed the ball on that one for sure. Don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, it got the waters got muddy, you know. That's the only thing, is like it became more about like creators and the drama than about Summer, you know. And when the wells dried up, like, you know, like there wasn't anything out there. It was just conjecture.
Suck it up and crack me up. I know, I'm just it sounds all silent. That was weird. It sounds weird now. Kurt said that Dylan cracked on his motorcycle.
Really?
Oh,
No.
you left again. I was like, wow, this sounded weird.
Am I back?
Yeah, but it got real quiet. I didn't even realize you left because it didn't really make any noise.
Okay.
But then
I'm sorry.
I heard when you came back in. Yeah, so you're back.
Weird. Yeah, I'm
You
back.
didn't even know you left? It sounded like when you just came in, it sounded like you just continued talking, like you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh my God.
I didn't know.
Wait, what does it do on your side, I wonder?
Because nothing, like it just continued. I don't know. Weird. Okay.
All right, so let's continue watching this. And I think what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to do a separate video where I'm going to try to find some more stuff on Robert and then like just kind of put it together, where I'll just do like a video where I just do the Robert stuff. And then I'm going to see if I could find anything else. And then, oh my God, I got to look more into James Brenner now. I think he's my #1 guy now. Now that I see this guy. Thank you for sending 5-1. Oh, wait, that's where I wanted to say. Somebody sent me this picture, and I don't know. Tell me if I should share it or not. Maybe I should. Well, it is. It's a guy named James Brenner, but we don't know if it's the James Brenner. And so somebody sent it, and they go, we're not sure if this is the right James Brenner, but it is a guy, you know, that's his mugshot. And should I share it or no? I don't know.
Okay, so his name is James Brenner. Does he have the same age?
It's just a picture. It doesn't have information, but you could see where it says James Brenner. It's like the whatever. No, at least I could ask if they clicked on it because it's like a screenshot, so I can't click on it to see what it says. I could see if the person that sent it, if they could click on it and let me know the information, but it's just a picture. It looks like it's at the watermark.
Oh, they
looks like it says arrested.com or something, and it's like a mugshot of somebody.
But don't listen to whatever Mark T says. You have to do the opposite of.
Why? Wait, why?
I'm messing with Mark T.
Oh,
he says do it. So I'm like,
well, okay. So just as long as you guys know that this may not be who he is. So what is he, 59 or whatever? It looks like he could match. Wait, what color hair? Let me see what color hair did they say he had. Hold on a second. Oh, that's loud. Let me look at my records because I want to see if it matches the color of hair before. That would be kind of smart, right? Hold on. Let me just double check and then I'll show you. It looks like he does look kind of short. He's not standing in front of one of those measure things. What are
the the height chart?
Yeah. Oh my God. He's not standing in front of one, so he can't see. Gosh, that would have been so perfect.
I love how Gizzy Sue knows you so well. What?
Put up a I know, man. I've been really turning to polls for everything lately. I
need a poll.
It's really smart because it gives you like a feel of where everybody stands. Like I've learned so much like about like how, you know, that there's like groups of people that, you know, believe certain things. It's just, I don't know, some of it's like sometimes surprising. It's like, whoa, I didn't realize that there were so many people that think this stuff, you know, which is fine because you could vote anonymously, like nobody knows, so you could be totally truthful in your vote. And you know what I'm saying? So I feel like you get an honest opinion because, okay, so let me see what color.
Black Dove, besides being on another channel and talking about the case, are you connected to this case in any way? Sorry, I'm just chilling. Black Dove says both Kurt Wadsworth and Ty Corbin, who are locals of Montello, said that Robert gave him rides to Lucin. Let me know. Let me know, Black Dove.
All right, hold on. Wait, oh, you're asking Black Dove?
Mm-hmm. I just want to know if he like lives by there or has something like is somehow knows something about the case other than.
Okay.
Thank you, Brandy Owens. But like beyond that, being on a live with a call last night, I wonder, because you should email Tiff and, you know, maybe she can give you a link for either now or the future or something.
Wait, what's going on? I'm missing everything. What happened?
Nope, I'm just a tech nerd. In case, like, because if Black Dove, like, has something to do with the case or, like, because he knows a lot, but I think it's because he was there at the live. So, no, I'm just a tech nerd who's been poring over everything I can find and through all the data. I only have public info. Well, thanks for sharing it, Black Dove. I'm sorry I didn't hear the live that you were on, so I didn't know.
Man, it doesn't show the records. It's not showing what color hair for some reason. Wow, they don't have a very good.
This picture? This picture?
No, I'm just seeing if the picture matches what I have on his records of the color of his hair, so I know.
Well, Black Dove, just email Tiff anyways, like, so, because it would be interesting to hear some of your thoughts on it, because I'm sure we'll end up hearing your interview at some point, and then maybe you could elucidate us on some of the things at some point. So yeah, if you can email her. Did you see what Mez said? You need a poll emoji now.
You do,
We're gonna have to take one of the poop emojis away. And that's the one thing about being up here is I can't see all the fun emojis for members.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'll just put it up and then see.
With a disclaimer, with a disclaimer.
But is it me saying it at a disclaimer, or what do you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, do it. Hippie, that's good to know. EquiSearch said Dylan will be recovered soon. Yay.
Oh, really? I wonder how they know that. Well, huh. Okay, so let's share this real quick.
Yeah, it's the email. Oh no, Mez just put it right above your comment. Yes, do that, please. Thank you.
Okay, wait, what is
Stripper
this?
pole. You missed the stripper pole, Gailey. Thank God. Stripper. Oh, instead of a pole, a stripper pole. Time to do the pole. You could do that. Then you could put the emoji for the stripper pole.
Okay, so here is what I don't know if it is or is him. It may or may not be him. There you go, maybe. I don't know what to say. I mean,
there you go. There you go. Maybe that's good.
This is a James Brenner. It looks like. Is it the James Brenner? I don't know, because I'm sure there are multiple James Brenners that have, they've been arrested. That name's not. There's so many people in this world, probably. So I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. Maybe does anybody know what he looks like that can confirm? If it's him, maybe there's probably got to be somebody that knows.
Does he look 5'1"?
Yeah, I feel like this guy, but you can't tell from that, but I could see him being short. I could also see him being really tall. I mean, I don't know.
No, that's true. He could be like, 6'7" here too. And just,
I wish they would show more of his torso, like more of his, so you could see how long, even though sometimes that surprises you too. Like somebody looks like from here to here, like, oh, they would be short, and then they're like really tall, or you know what I'm saying? Because then they have really long legs, or somebody who's really long is short because they have really short legs. Me and my no, I shouldn't say that.
They could have like a
not bad, but wait, what?
They could have like a really long torso.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's sometimes, I mean, you could say like a lot of the times, if they do. It should be like, what is it called? Not symmetrical, but like, what do you call that? Where if there's kind of long torso, long legs, but it doesn't always fit that. But I feel like more probably do. But there are those exceptions where they would have like real short torso, long legs, real long torso, short legs. But most of the time it's like, what is the word I'm looking for? Where it's like
equal.
Yeah, but there's just a better word that means that.
They'll tell us in chat, like, it's not symmetric. Proportionate, Black Dove.
Proportionate. Thank you.
You are really smart, Black Dove. You're really you are on it. Yes.
Oompa Loompa, yeah. Oompa Loompas. Oh my God, yeah, because he's got the orange shirt and he's kind of red, because he's got like a reddish tint. Oh, no, I'm being mean, but
no, don't go by what I'm doing. I'm just no. But did you see
what you were doing? Because I can't see you up here. Wait, what were you doing?
Because I went like this when you said that, but I said no. Thank you, Black Dove. Black Dove has emailed you. But
Thanks,
did you
Black
see?
Dove.
Did you see what Ange Texas said? That he looks almost like the person that was in the He looks almost like the person that was in the helicopter video standing around.
We got to go find it.
Can we find it?
I mean, I don't know. Do
We
you think
need
that
to
guy would? You talking about that guy that has like a big YouTube channel? I'm nervous. Would he strike me? You think?
Can you watch it after this? Okay, maybe for
Yeah,
next
because
time.
Jim freaking talked crap about him, so it's like he might not like me now. Shoot. I hope that people be open minded. Just because I have somebody on doesn't mean I agree with them, like everything they say. But some people, you know what I'm saying? Some people think, well, you had him on, and that means that you feel the same way. But I try to stick up for the guy. I was like, no, I don't know anything about him, but he's got like a big channel. But that's the one they're talking about, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'd have to watch it. Yeah, I'd have to. What?
I don't know. Sean.
Oh, I thought you just said he's in chat.
Well, that's what Sean said, but sometimes Sean messes with us.
Sean, I know Sean is the little character. He's a little jokester. He was making me laugh a little bit, and then I was like feeling guilty. Like, you shouldn't be laughing at this stuff, but it is funny, even though I don't know. No, you are funny. You say some funny things.
So
let me just go see. Okay.
Yeah, go check it out.
So you're saying he's just standing around when they land? You're talking about the guy in the helicopter, or are you talking about something else? Maybe I'm not even thinking of the right video.
Someone standing around. Yeah. Ange texts, tell us please more about that. It was like what did you?
His name is not. Is it Heavy D? Is that his name? Oh my god! I
yeah,
don't even know
Diesel Brothers.
Oh.
Yeah.
But that's who you guys are talking about. Who said that they saw him in it, Bella? So
Ange text.
Okay, so find Ange.
There, right here. Here.
Okay.
Jim and Dawn
were there at the farm when the helicopter video was playing. Check them out. Okay. Okay. Ooh, dude. Okay, what's his name? Heavy D.
Heavy D Sparks.
Ooh. This is interesting, guys. We are good. We're good at figuring things out together as a team. You know what I'm saying? I like working together with everybody. Okay.
I know. That's right. Ange didn't say she saw him. I said there were several guys standing around. One might be him. It's worth checking out. It's worth checking out.
Or he only has one video about Dylan Rounds, right? It looks like. Okay, yeah, this has got to be it from 3 weeks ago. Okay.
Oh my gosh,
guys, let's see. I'm getting like nervous. Like this could be like I don't know, interesting. Okay, so you say when he lands. Okay. You guys can't hear this, right?
I can't hear it.
Okay. Hold on, guys. Just give me a minute.
Yeah. Okay. They all did it. Gizzy Sue.
What's going
on? Gizzy Sue says, I say they all did it. Black Dove.
Oh, wait a minute.
It is.
There is a guy that kinda. I don't know. He's got a hat on. No, I don't know though.
Is he short? Is he short?
I don't think that is him. It kind of looks like him. I could see why you might have thought that for a minute, but I'm not. I don't know if it is. Hold on, let me see. I guess I could show you this one part, right? Tell me if this is the guy you're thinking about. Hold on, let me just watch a little bit more of it to see if there's another guy that kind of looks like that. And if not, I'll show you. It could be. I don't. You can't tell if he's short really because the way that the camera is. I can't tell.
Show us.
Hold on, I just want to make sure there's not another person that I'm missing.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm looking at.
We have to
make sure that's who she's talking about.
So Black Dove says, zavgirl, interesting thing about Dawn. Dylan's grandma called him Sunday to check on Dylan, but he didn't call her back until Monday. Sus.
Huh. You guys, give me more information about Don. That's the person I've been trying to look up. Don Hill, right? Does anybody know any other like things that could help me narrow him down to see what if he has a record, like his age, his ethnicity? Is he black by any chance? There's a Don Hill that's ethnicity black that has a kind of bad record, but I don't. It might be somebody else. I don't know.
Look, no, sorry, I keep hitting the wrong thing. Brandy Owen says you might want to delete the banner because it says girl. Thank you.
Oh
I didn't even see it.
Oh my God, thank you. Well, no, okay, I'll put it back on. We are going to listen to the rest, but yeah, I've had it going the whole time. Thank you. Okay, this has to be the person you were talking about. I'll let you guys decide. I mean, I would have to probably take a. No, it's not. He's talking now. That's not him. If that's who you're talking about here. Is this who you're talking about?
Oh
that's
my
the only
God,
guy that
look like him.
That's the only guy that looks like him so far. Is it or no? Or do you think it might be him? Really? Maybe.
Well, no, I mean,
don't know.
oh my gosh.
You do?
Whoa.
Okay, let me get a screenshot then.
Yes. Ange says yes.
Okay.
Yeah, get a screenshot. Oh my gosh.
But does he look that short?
No, but I mean, they've been wrong about stuff. Yeah, we will. We're going to do a side by side. Whoa, whoa, wowie. Anna Morris.
You think that was a good shot?
Yes, but you could take another one of them straight on.
Thank you so much. Those comments like that really make my day because there's, I get so many bad ones too. I'm not whining, but I'm just saying, like, the good ones is what keeps me like, okay, I'm doing okay because sometimes the bad ones, they really get to you, It's like, geez.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who is this lady? She's so annoying, or she's. You really start to wonder, like, And then I read some good ones, and I'm like, oh, okay. You know what? Screw you, other people.
Brandy Owen says, what about that hat? You think that might be the hat?
Oh, if that's the Dylan hat, you mean?
We need to look.
I really need to watch this whole thing to see if he gives a hint on who he is, because I'm doing it so fast. Like, does this guy, like, say his name and all?
It's like, what? Jim. Gosh. I don't know.
You don't
Gailey
think that
loves
was straight on enough?
No, it's good. I think it's good, but I think when you first went, there was a one, so we could go and look at a straight on without his arm up.
You think?
But yeah, let's look.
Why, you think the arm up is really going to be an issue?
No, not that. No.
Okay, hold on.
That's not why. Gailey loves you.
God, anytime he had. There we go. I don't know. Man, you guys, so I was like, when I looked at him, like, no, that's not. And then you guys look at him and you're like, it's him, it's him. I'm like, okay.
Well, I mean, like, just on the first glance we got of him, like,
I don't know. Of course, I have to do the side by side.
Yes.
I already forget what the original one looks like. Hold on.
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. We're going to do the side by side. Who's the one that, Ange Tech's or whatever, right?
Yes. Ange Tech's son.
Ange Tech's son. Ange Tech's son. It reminds me of something. You should say it like that. Ange Tech's son. Ange Tech's son. All right, guys, let's do this. I'm nervous. Why am I nervous? Because, like, I'm nervous it's going to really look like him, and then what? Then it's like, oh, then we just know what he looks like. Oh, my God.
Then we know what 5-1 looks like.
Yeah.
Go, Batman. Good night.
Hey, Batman, bye. I didn't even get to talk to you that much. I'm sorry. Batman.
We love you.
Well,
Go,
I'm
Batman.
already missing you.
You're already missed.
I know. Don't leave. No, I know. You gotta go. It's fine. But you will be missed. You will be missed.
Yes,
Okay.
happy 4th.
All right. So
Oh,
I got
sorry.
2 of them. Let's just get these ones and just see real quick. Okay.
Not yet. Unsolved mysteries.
I don't
Not yet.
know though. Why am I just? Well, maybe. Maybe I don't know. That. Okay, hold on. I got it. It takes me a minute to upload them all to the editor and then crop it. So just give me a minute. Give me a minute. I haven't looked side by side yet. I just pulled up his picture and I haven't looked at his picture since I looked at the other guys. So that's all. Let me
We're
actually
so excited.
because we might have figured out. I kind of hands, but
you could do a poll.
Yeah.
Is it him? So this picture that might be started out as might be Jim is now like maybe it is Jim.
Well, if this other guy is him, then we know. I mean, what other guy is gonna
Duty
look
Ron
like
is here.
Oh yay! Oh, that is not him in that video.
Oh man, Duty Ron.
You're on to something. Well, I still gotta like show this side by side, but thanks.
We felt really proud for a moment.
I felt like we found something here because it's just hard to tell. Like, but maybe we're just not knowing how to tell like the height. Because yeah,
Judy Ron, you mean shut down though, right?
Sorry, what does it say?
Well, maybe don't read it out loud.
Wait, I can't see it though. Oh, yeah, I do that. I've just put that on accident so many times where it's like,
I know.
it sounds so bad.
I know. Darn spell check. Yes.
But I still have to at least, let me just do these side by side just so, or no, shouldn't I then? I don't know.
It's like, wasn't him. So Duty Ron, this guy is really 5'1", Harold. He's really 5'1".
And is this guy that we have the picture up? Is this do you know what he looks like? Is this the James Brenner that was squatting? Then do you know that? Like
this 5'1".
Yeah.
This is what I've been doing.
Here, let me put the picture up. I'll just put, hold on. Oh, I'm trying to get, you know how it takes, you have to do every little thing. Okay. So let me put that picture up and see if he knows if it's even him. Because he probably has better way to look it up, you know?
The inside intel.
Wait, why is that not? So there's the side by side, but so is this guy on the right? Dude, Ron, if you're still in here, do you know if this is the James Brenner on the right? Because this is a mugshot of a James Brenner, but we don't. Oh, thanks, Autumn Renee, for joining. But we don't know if this is the James Brenner that is associated with the case, the squatter. Do you know?
Is
not this guy, but this one.
The one in orange, is that the real James Brenner?
Here, let me put up the actual other, just his picture then.
Asking for a friend.
Yeah, if you happen to know, just so we know, and then if it's not, we could quit. At least we have the correct information out. Is this him?
He looks so sad in that picture. You guys, this might not be the James Brenner we're talking about. It might just be a James Brenner.
Yeah, it's just a James Brenner. From who did I say gave it to me? Was that Uncle Joe or was that somebody else? Uncle Joe gave me a picture of something, and then
Uncle Joe gave you the shoes. The shoes.
The shoes. I don't even remember what the shoes are.
Dylan's shoes.
Oh, the shoes where he has white gym shoes on. Oh yeah, Duty Ron. Also, can you elaborate on the hat that he was found with? We played a part of your clip from your live where you talk about that James was found with Dylan's hat on. So like when they found him, he had Dylan's hat on. I don't know. I'm asking him some questions. I don't even know if he's still in the chat.
Yeah,
but
he
okay.
might not still be here. He might have just come down to shut it down.
Oh well, I'm glad he stopped in. I'm starting to really like him. I've always heard about him, but now I'm actually starting to watch more of him. I don't know why. I never got a chance to. You know, people would always talk about him, and then just with this case, I started watching him more. So, all right. So that's, I guess, yeah. I did this.
Thanks,
Yeah, let me
not
just show
him.
the. Wait.
Judy
So
Ron.
this. Not him. Oh, the other guy's not him. Okay, so then we don't even need to compare. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Duty Ron.
All right, so that's another, I guess it's a different James Renner. Okay, so now, yeah, I guess the only thing left to go over is just to finish that interview if you guys want to finish it. I feel like we have heard the most important parts of it where he talks about, you know, it's up to you guys. What do you think, Bella? Because we got to like 30 minutes. I don't even know.
It's up to you. Because they said the last third of it is hard to understand.
I know.
So
That's
do
why
you
I'm
want
touting it. Yeah.
do you want to go back and then like because you downloaded it, you know?
Retro now. Hey, good to see you. Haven't seen you in a minute. How are you? What was the question?
I don't know.
Sorry. Are you
It's
laying down? Thanks for checking. Oh,
You
no
could do that.
problem. What's that?
You could do that on this.
Do what?
On the phone instead of the laptop. You can like take it anywhere you want.
Oh
It's
yeah, I
really
guess I've
cool.
laid down during lives too.
You have?
When I was doing like those really long ones, like the trial and stuff, I ended up in the bed. Or the one time I don't know, I think I got like I felt weird or something, and I remember the day we were talking about the what is it, Pika or whatever, eating the two people that had stories about them eating like, the
Pica?
one oh, did I say it wrong? I thought it was Pika, whatever. I
I
feel like
don't
I've heard
know.
people say Pika,
Maybe.
Pica. Yeah, it probably doesn't matter. So it was the one person eating the ashes from the blunt, and then the other person was eating paper towels. Sugar Buddha. Well, I mean, I don't want to out somebody. I won't give the names, but it was really interesting. And then I ended up like on the bed on that one for some reason. I don't know. I was so interested though. I was asking so many questions, and we had two different people. It was just so interesting to ask them questions because I remember seeing it in that show, Strange Addictions or whatever. Like, but I never got to sit there and like talk to somebody and like what was it that makes them do that? Like what is the feeling? How did they get started? And I mean, they were answering. They were really open to answer all the questions. It's interesting.
Happy 4th, Duty Ron. Have a safe 4th. Stay safe.
Oh yeah, bye, Duty Ron. Thanks for Thanks for stopping in. Happy 4th. What are you guys doing to celebrate, everybody? Anybody, you guys seeing fireworks? I'm not gonna. I'm just staying home tomorrow.
You're not?
My mom's going over to my uncle's. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay home, hang out with Zeke, I think.
So everyone's saying the second part is crappy. Okay, here. Black Dev said, zavgirl, the last third of Kurt's interview is where he contradicts himself and looks like a hypocrite and a liar.
Well, then it might be important, right?
Yeah. But I'm wondering if that's something if we can't hear. Okay, yeah, play it. Like if you
Let's
do
just
it
try
later
it,
on.
okay?
Okay.
So
shithole, okay? And that wasn't a shithole part of this. This has become a shit. I want to leave. It's insane. People follow me every day. I can't live my life. I haven't worked in 35 days since this started. I I can't work because I can't think about work. I only think about finding Dylan and trying to figure out what the hell happened to this poor kid. He didn't deserve this. He did not.
Yeah.
It's to my core that some piece of shit in this world has done this to him. And I just pray to God that the piece of shit didn't have the wherewithal to actually put a bullet in his head or beat him to death. He's actually alive. That's what I hope for.
I do too. I mean, I think, with you being his friend, and I don't want to sound, crass, but, the odds are looking slim. But there's still always hope. So.
If I'm the only one who has a hope, fine. Because I'm religious, and I believe God decides when you leave this earth, not some retard with a gun in his hand or a knife or whatever. So I still believe Dylan's still alive. Otherwise, there's no sense of talking about it. There's just no. I wouldn't even be here if I didn't think he's alive. I would not. I'm wasting my breath because I want to be. If he's gone, he's in a better place in this fucking world. So
I hear you, and I hear the emotion in your voice. It's hard. I mean, I can imagine how this is for you. I mean, how often did you see Dylan? We did talk about that, but
pending, because in the winter months I didn't see him much. He was going snowmobiling and stuff. He'd call me all the time. Yeah, because I give him a snowmobile. He goes, yeah, I got your snowmobile running, man. I love this thing, blah blah. And he'd take pictures and stuff and send them to me. But he wasn't here in the winter. There's nothing to do. We couldn't do anything with snow on the ground. Right. But as soon as the snow went away and the mud went away, it was like assholes and elbows. We got to get shit done. Now we got to get out there and blah blah blah. Get this main line that's finished up and get the water flowing. And I understood that. And he tried to drive me like kind of hard that way. He's like, well, you got to be here today. I said, is the wind blowing out there? Yeah. Well, I'm not coming then, Dylan. Why? Because I'm not going to work. I've done it a couple of times where you go out there in a fucking dust storm, and I can't even see what I'm doing. The dust's so bad out there. I'm sure anybody that's been out there understands that. But I just told him, I said, no, there's always tomorrow. But I'm a farmer. I only got so much time. I said, it'll work out, dude. Just come on. Just have faith. It'll work out. Just don't, push me, because I'm not going to come out there and work in the windstorm. I'm not going to do it. No, I've done it a couple times. It's done. I'm done with that program. If you tell me the wind's not blowing, I'm on my way. But when you tell me it's blowing, you can like me, I guess. It's not blowing. It just came up.
People are asking in the chat how you met Dylan.
I met him through another. He worked for another farmer out there that tried to do the same thing Dylan's doing right now. He worked out there for almost 4 years. This guy tried to do what Dylan's getting done, and Dylan originally worked for him, and that's how I met Dylan at 17. He was a welder for this guy. He done a lot of welding on equipment that was broken stuff, and I was a handy.
He never says his name, does he? Because I waited for it when we were listening to it before. I don't think I wanted to try to get like the name of the person he's talking about, right?
The person he's talking about right now?
Yeah. Did you catch it?
No, but this is the first time I'm hearing this interview. Okay. So he doesn't say.
Not that I remember, at least. Maybe I got sidetracked. I was listening last time, but maybe I got like sidetracked and I didn't, and then I know, I don't think he does though. Let's see.
I done all the wrenching on tractors, changed the oil, that kind of stuff, and done electrical work because he was putting in a trailer park out there, just odd jobs like that. But that's how I met Dylan. I told him when I seen his talent and his ambition, I said, dude, you need to get the hell out of here because this guy doesn't pay very well. And he goes, well, I'm kind of I like this place, and I'm thinking about I'm trying to look for a place to do a pig farm. And he goes, man, I think out here would be perfect because nobody's going to bitch about the smell and all the stuff that goes on the pig farm. I said, well, okay, I get it then. Okay, so that's why you're here. It's not because this guy's paying you good money, obviously.
Right.
Because a welder usually makes $30, $40 an hour. And this kid, he was a good welder. Dylan was damn good at welding. And he was proud. He'd always look at that. I'm like, yeah, I can't weld like that. Mine looks like chicken shit, dude. You're good.
Yeah, you said that he was pretty skilled, like for his age, he was really skilled. So
amazingly skilled. he knew a lot about a lot of different things, and it kind of blew me away. At 19, all the stuff he knew. I don't know where he learned that from, his grandpa or his dad or whoever. I don't know, but you know what? I have to think it about.
Will, did I miss it? Did he say DH? Is that why you said DH?
I
Did you
think
hear it?
Will is just asking, like, could this be DH?
Who's DH though? Oh,
Don-
Don Hill. Oh, maybe he's talking about somebody that did it before him, did the same thing, and that
He's talking
that
about the
Dylan-
land.
that Dylan used to work under, right? And then, but he never says his name.
He says that he used to work. Dylan used to work for him, and he had the land before Dylan had it, and he didn't pay him good. So I don't know if the guy's even around anymore because Dylan owns the land, right? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think he ever says it though. And then there's that Randy that the ex or the whatever. I don't even know how to say your name, but I know it when I see it. So I appreciate you gave me a lot of good answers. The Randy's last name that you think that maybe the last name of the guy from Wine Gamble Ranch, and then there was another Randy that somebody threw out there that I got to look into that actually was missing 40 years ago. That you gave me that information. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. Missing 40 years ago, that is a long time ago, but I don't know if you were thinking maybe that's the Randy that's the Randy on the land. I don't know. And then you also gave me that same name gave me, let me see if you're in here, because I don't know how to say the name. It's like XXX.
Like truck something.
Yes. Yeah. You gave me the Wadsworth son that was possibly jealous of Dylan. So I'm going to look into all those people, guys. Thank you.
We'll see what Black Dove said. Grandparents bought the land from Ed Harshbarger, I think. And he says, not positive, but so I mean, that is just whoever the land was bought from. But yeah. Harshbarger.
But I mean, I don't know who he was talking about that he worked for, and that he basically did the same thing that Dylan did. And did he say he did good or not? Did he have a lot of luck? He said, now I missed it. He say he did, had a good, what do you call it? Like a good crop,
Well, I think that was going to be the first thing that was coming up, right? Was like that he was excited about this crop.
Dylan, the guy before, I mean.
He said he wasn't. Like, no, nobody was doing good. And then and like Dylan got it to like he wasn't like Dylan probably came to work for him and was getting things like going better because he knew about like salt content, probably knew about how to pH the dirt. Like there's so much to farming and depends on what crop you're growing. Each crop is different, needs different nutrients.
Yeah, that's the one I'm going to look up, Sunset. I just didn't want to say all the names until I look them up and confirm those are like legit names, but that's the one that he gave me. Yep, that's the one that's supposed. Yeah, Kurt's on. That's what he said. I want to double check it, but that's what Truck X, or I don't know, but that's what he said that he heard that he might be jealous of Dylan because it's Kurt's son, so he might be jealous of Dylan because Kurt, spends so much time with Dylan, and maybe I don't know. Who knows if he spends money? I don't know. I don't know what the relationship is, but he's they're good friends, so it could cause a jealousy, right? No, absolutely. Not a farm girl. You're not a farm girl, are you? She's a city girl.
I'm totally a city girl. No, I just I do a lot of consulting on farms, like big farms. So they're yeah. So I know a lot of guys like Kurt. He's actually the way he talks reminds me of a lot of cowboys, but they're like California cowboys, but they're ranchers, so.
17, he has his own business.
Everybody's so curious about this militia group, Kurt.
Oh, we got to go into that, huh?
Yeah, I just,
The thing is a bunch of fabricated bullshit. So I need to say any more?
Nope.
We all follow the tweakers around. When they're moving, they're up to no good because they don't have jobs. They're not going to a job. They're going to scope out somebody's property they're going to rip off that night. So when we see them moving, we move and try to find them. That's what they're up to. Whose place they're going to hit that night. Is that called militia? I don't think so.
Yeah, it sounds to me like you're policing your
Yeah, it's that's
properties.
called neighborhood watch because several times they've asked me, why are you following me? Because did you see that sign down in the town down there? What does it say? Neighborhood watch. We're all watching each other's property. And I caretake probably 15 properties out here for people because they trust me. They know I'm not going to take their shit, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. When I go there, I take pictures and I say, yeah, everything's good. Here's a picture. And they're glad to hear that because I have properties that I have to go to myself and wonder if I'm going to find a mess or I'm going to find my place is all still locked up. It's all good. Every time I go, it's almost like torture because I'm thinking, man, I've been there for a week. I just pray to God I'm going to find everything in order, and it has been. Thank God. But some of the other places, I see other people go to their place, locks broke off. Somebody's been in their place. All I can do is take a picture of it, call them, and say, "What do you want to do? You want to report this to sheriff? Well, what's missing? Well, I don't know what you had. I've never been in your house. The locks broke off. I don't know what you had. You got to come here and you got to figure out what they took. And if you had some guns or something here, that's well, no, I never had no guns there. Well, they have to take $1,500 worth of stuff for it really to even matter to cops. So
if it's under 1,500, the cops are like, yeah, we're not coming out.
Right, and usually the people just say, well, can you put get my place locked back up again and call it good. And, maybe take some pictures inside. They scramble the place. Oh, yeah, they always do that. They scramble. They just take drawers and dump them over. And they make a big mess, and they take what they want, and they leave.
Yeah, so it really was kind of up to you guys to protect your stuff.
That kind of pissed me off because they've never hit me, not yet. But believe me, I can think of 4 or 5 places that I caretake. They have hit, and they've hit them hard. They took everything they own because they just keep coming back. And I tell them, we need to get camera there. Will you buy a game cam? I'll put it up and hook to my phone. And if I see something, I'm going to be right there, Johnny, on the spot with a sheriff a sheriff on his way.
Yeah.
Try to get on their tail and follow them because I knew if I knew they were there, all I got to do is get on their ass and follow them and get the sheriff up their ass and prove they weren't there, which is impossible.
Well, speaking of missing items, did Dylan have any missing big items that you're aware of?
No, not to my knowledge.
No.
Everything was. I was there Tuesday. I mean, his parents showed up on Monday, which is Memorial Day weekend, or Memorial Day, and Tuesday they called me out there because they wanted to drain the pond. Because they just to ease their mind that he wasn't in there, maybe his cell phone was in there, his wall or something, somebody threw it in there. So I went out there and they ended up pumping the pond rather than digging a trench to drain it.
Really?
But I stopped doing backhoe work because the water wanted to run back in the pond, so I had to build a dam over the pump hoses that were pumping it away, and kind of when it would start to come around the end, I'd have to put another scoop of dirt at the end of it and kind of get it away, keep it away from running back in the pond. But it took them all day long to pump that thing dry.
So they did clear out that pond of his, so just check for him, I guess.
Yeah, it was his grandpa. That was his grandpa. It eased his mind. He was the one that wanted to do it, and everybody just kind of went along. Okay, Grandpa, we'll pump it. We didn't. I told him, I'll take my shoes off and I'll walk through that thing and kick around. If there's something in there, I'm going to kick it. Because it's only 6 deep. But he said, no, I'm going to pump it. I said, okay. Well, I can't argue with Grandpa.
Yeah, I can't argue with Dylan's grandpa. People wanted to know, why was Dylan planning so late in the year?
My phone started. Oh, no. Oh, crap. Oh, there we go. I thought it hung up. I hear it start breaking up. Are you there then?
Yeah, I'm here.
They had a hard winter, right? Or a late winter?
So I hit my speaker button. After I reset it, it usually straightens out. So anyway, what was the question again?
Why was Dylan planting so late in the year?
Not because he wanted to, believe me. he was freaking out about that. But he was doing work for 2 other ranches and trying to get their work done, so he, and he put some money in his pocket so he could buy his seed and his fertilizer and, things he needed to fuel to make his world go around out there. He needed that dough. He didn't, his crop ain't gonna be worth nothing. I mean, it wouldn't amount to a hill of beans. But it's all about proving that he can grow something out there. He knew he's not going to make no money. That's, the money's going to come from the side business, right? Which is the custom farming. That's what he called it, Jones Custom Farming. So.
Oh, really? Oh, so that's oh, okay. I didn't even know that.
So it just so happened to work out that he felt like he was only a week late getting his plan. He goes, man, and it's going to rain. He said, man, as soon as I get this in the ground, it's going to rain. It's going to be beautiful. He was just happy as hell the way it kind of turned out. Would have been burning fuel prior to that. If he'd have put that, the minute he gets the seed in the ground, he's got to start running sprinkler, which would have been, if he'd have done what he wanted to, he'd have had to put water on that for a week prior to that. But because he was a week late, and then here comes the rain, he was like, what a beautiful thing. And I said, yeah, I think maybe that isn't Luciferville. Somebody's looking over you, a little bit out there.
Yeah. So, next question, I guess, is the fight with Chase Venstra. Are you the one that beat up Chase?
I would have loved to, but I never got the opportunity.
You said you would have loved to, and then what?
Well, if I got to beat on him, he'd never go home. That's how much I hate that worthless piece of shit. I mean, the guy was he's an evil, worthless person. Very talented. That guy, he could sing, he could play the guitar, the fiddle, the banjo, drums, and fix anything. He was a mechanic. He was a tree trimmer. I mean, so talented. It was amazing. He threw it all away over drugs. It's sickening that somebody with all those talents would just throw them away. But he did. That's all he cared. When he first came here, he didn't have the wherewithal. He didn't know where to get the drugs when he first came here. But pretty soon, them tweakers, they seek you out. And you look like a tweaker. You need some? We'll give it to you for a while. But as soon as you go there, you got to start paying for it. And that's what they do. They get you on that shit. And then pretty soon, you can't live without it.
How long have you known Chase? Has it been a long time, or?
Probably a year and a half, probably something like that. A year and 4 or 5 months.
So has he always come to Montello, or is he new in the area, sort of?
New when he first came here. We didn't know.
So he just kind of showed up.
He kind of rolled into town and come to the Cowboy Bar and he needed some money. He said, I need some money. I got a bunch of tools in my truck I need to part with and get some money in my pocket. But the sad part of it is they were all new tools in the boxes. Well, I never put 2 and 2 together with that. He had a story though. He said, I worked with this guy, doing some welding for him, and he asked me if I wanted cash or I wanted to take these tools. And I could see I could sell these tools for more than he owed me. So I took the tools. And that was a story, and I bought it. But I realize now that hadn't been a lie. Those tools were stolen from probably a hardware store or something. Because he had chainsaws and all cordless stuff.
Okay, no, he has to know this.
Rigid and Bosch and you could pick your brand. He had it all. Pick up load of that.
Wait, what? What happened? It just went black for some reason. Did you see
I thought
that?
you did that.
No, it went black before I pulled it. That was weird. And the weird thing is, wait, that's mine. Oh my God. I thought it would coincided. I thought I still had hers up on my thing playing, and I thought it went black at the same time a commercial came up on hers, which is weird because I downloaded it. But that's not even it. No, it went black. Well, so what are you saying he should have known? I am so freaking distracted because of other things. What happened now?
Well, I don't know who, this is what I was thinking of what Jojo is saying. First of all, totally you can, and this is my opinion, so I have to say that. you can tell that Kurt knew all along these were stolen. This wasn't an epiphany that he thinks back. This is my opinion. Thinks back later on that this stuff was stolen. You know that stuff was stolen because, like he said, from a hardware store. So that means they were new. It's not like they were, they're new looking stuff. So yeah. Oh, Black Dove says you didn't get to the juicy part about the gay stuff that outs Kurt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know, you guys, like that. This is the first time I'm hearing this, so it's interesting. But yeah, Black Dove, I'd be really interested to hear that. Yeah, really interesting.
Shocker. Wait, what? Yeah, but I think are you talking about the supposed gun that had just appeared? I don't know. Candace said that it was, how did she explain it? It was a different gun and it was there the whole time, right? Or how did she explain that again? It wasn't the gun that he carries. It was like a different gun.
No, wasn't that the shotgun? I'm confused. Probably not.
Yeah, it wasn't what it supposedly was made out to be, at least from her side.
From
But
Candace's
who knows?
side.
We're hearing two different sides. I don't know. I mean, you guys believe who you want, I guess. Just try to use your best sense, I guess. Try to like listen to everybody's side and try to decide who you think's telling the truth. I have no idea. I mean, I'm just trying to
Black Dove,
figure out who.
You're never gonna trigger us with that. Like, no, yeah.
So don't get too triggered. Who would get triggered? Like, are you saying
he's
for us
probably
not to get triggered?
He's probably talking about us and the audience.
Oh, yeah. No, that wasn't, the gay stuff wasn't anything that bothered me. I think everybody's misunderstanding what I was kind of like disagreeing about. It's not that it bothers me to talk about it at all. And I don't think it's Zavgirl Dylan's pistol's missing his shot. Oh, I thought you were talking about something else. Never mind. Yeah, I know that. I thought somebody was talking about that other thing that was going around, how the gun appeared afterwards, so therefore the rumor was that somebody brought it back, like, I don't know, in the same time that they were there, right? That somebody like went and brought the gun back, but that was
Grandpa
Dylan's. Yeah, so
it was
that wasn't
with
the
his
one
grandpa.
that he carries or whatever. So it wasn't
the 40.
It wasn't necessarily what it appeared to be. Yeah. Yeah, but it didn't really show up, right? It wasn't like at least from her account, it wasn't like somebody brought it back. It was
always with the grandfather.
Yeah.
I thought she said
okay.
Yeah, like the grandfather had it the whole time, and
then wait, he just left it there? Wow, I got something different.
I don't know, maybe I'm misunderstanding it, but it wasn't the gun. Yeah,
it wasn't it wasn't the gun that he carries, but man, I misunderstood it. I think we both got something different out of it. I definitely have to go back. Either way, yeah, it's from her side, it's not what it was said to be, at least if you believe her. That's all.
Exactly. And text son, they didn't find the 40 caliber pistol in Jim B's camper. Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, you're talking about that one? Wait a minute. Oh, you're talking about the guns of Jim Brenner's guns? Or you're just saying, I don't know, man. I don't like when I get all, okay, so let's just, I don't know. Do you want to finish watching this or no?
Well,
I'm so sidetracked with everything. I don't know. I just feel
why don't you do you want to just maybe like listen to the audio and clean it, because they said the last like,
oh yeah, because the Black Dove wants to, is that what you mean?
Yeah, or like, yeah, and then talk to, because he Black Dove, I'm just assuming you're a he, but you might not be. I'm sorry, maybe I shouldn't have said. They have contacted you, and
okay,
so they've contacted you, so maybe, yeah.
Who contacted them? What?
No, Black Dove contacted you, emailed you, like the information, so just in case in the future. Yeah.
See,
I'm a
look,
dude. Okay,
it's not letting me put it up. There's something going on. Did you see?
Okay,
I'm trying
that's
to put
interesting.
it up. Let me try it again. I knew something was weird when it got to that part.
Is this the one you
Am I still
downloaded?
alive, guys?
You should
Because
be.
it's like I'm getting bad reception or something. Yeah,
So
this is the
maybe
one I
that's
downloaded.
why.
That's why what?
That's why it's not coming up, because your reception isn't strong enough.
And that's what I'm thinking. But I've never seen it quite do that from a downloaded thing. Because normally if you're like online trying to play a YouTube, but that look, it's like blank. It turns black and then I've never seen it. Just nothing there. You guys are seeing nothing, right?
Nothing.
We could watch the original, but you know what? Let's just, you know what I'm going to do? Because I want to make another video, like to stay a little bit more focused. Because I want to do like I want to do the Robert thing. I want to find more on Robert because I really think our key players. I know we got a lot of Kurt people here that think it's Kurt. I think I'm focusing in my head. I think Robert, Chase, and Jim are more people to look at. That's just my opinion. And I'm really like ding ding on James. Like I don't know why James is really on my radar now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see what I could find out with those guys, and then I'll watch the rest of this. I'll pick out any contradictions if I see that he contradicts himself, because listening to it now, since I haven't listened to the last 30 minutes, it's hard for me to focus because I'm in chat. So I am missing so much, and I really want to be able to like absorb it so I can be in the conversation. And with chat, I just can't do it. Not that I just want to talk to you guys, so I'm sidetracked. So I'm going to like go through it so I hear it first and try to get everything a little bit more, because this was really spur of the moment. Like I was just going to do a discussion and just like talk what we know. And then it like turned into a more like planned thing. And I want it to be a little better. Go ahead. What, Bella?
No, I agree. Yes.
And then people gave me some other names to look up. Oh, Don Hill. Please, if anybody could narrow it down, his age would help. Ethnicity, is he black or not? I
think that Black Dove said, I think it was Black Dove who said white male, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so the one that has there's one guy that said ethnicity black that has a pretty long record, and he had Utah, Nevada addresses, but so you're saying that's probably not him.
Okay, so Daniel Kelly says it's Don Hall.
That's what I originally had, and everybody told me Hill. Remember?
And then I think that people are going back and forth between, is it Hill or is it Hall? They don't know. But okay,
that's
Hippie.
Probably why.
And then Hippie has been saying the whole time he's in his 40s.
Okay.
So thank you guys. Thank you both for that.
Okay. And Spill a Cup of Color says 62. You guys, I'll try to like just, I don't even know. With him, I have to know something to even narrow it down. Shoot. At least with Robert, I had a picture, so I was able to like kind of narrow it down by his Facebook page, see that it's the same guy. But with this, I have nothing. I mean, because I'm getting, Jesus H. Christ. What? What's that for, Robin?
Maybe because the name.
Oh, okay.
Don Hall. Thanks, Hall,
Hippie.
seriously. Shit.
So happy you're. Oh, hey, Karen. Yeah, sorry. I know. Sometimes I get like sidetracked, and I know it's my fault, but like that's when I feel like I gotta end it and get back on track. Okay, so I'm gonna try to like Don Hall. Yeah, I guess maybe that's why. Maybe if I put in Don Hall, I'll be able to find more. It seems like a lot of the Don Hills are like, I can't find a lot that are in that 40 range, because that's kind of, I was looking between like 40 and 60. And there's a lot of them like a lot older that are pulling up, like 80, 70, 80,
Gosh.
90.
If we got a picture, then we could like make sure, like, Kurt, you need to call us so we can find out who these people are and show you pictures and be like, Kurt, is this Don Hall Hill? Please tell us, respond.
Oh, wait, I didn't mean that. I didn't put that up. Wait, where's the one I wanted to put up? You're moving too fast. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah. What do you mean? Both interviews? Who? Don
They're just talking. They're talking about Jim Terry and Black Dove not being the same person.
Oh, because Black Dove has an interview too. Oh, okay. Why do they even think it's the same person? They were both in the chat, weren't they? Oh, I guess you could still be two people, but no, I didn't think that. I don't know.
It was just something in chat. It wasn't anything we said, but yeah.
One named Brookie.
My gosh, you guys, I'm so hungry now.
Hank Hill. Wait, isn't that from? All right, I don't know, guys.
I love that show. I love Hank Hill's butt, you guys. He has like an inverted butt. Every time, like, yeah, just look up a GIF with Hank Hill's butt. I think there's anyways, I'm off track.
I don't watch. I just recognize I don't know the show. I mean, I don't watch it, but
King of the Hill.
Yeah, I tried it. I don't know. It doesn't.
My
sister
gosh,
liked
I
those
love
cartoons.
it.
I just can't. I don't know. It's not that funny to me for some reason.
I love it.
But I know a lot of people love it. I know. It's just not for some reason. My sister.
Yes, we're talking
too. All right, so I'd rather see hers. If we are, I'd rather see hers. Whose? Mark T. Okay. All right, guys. All mystery. Hey, I'm having a midlife crisis. Just dyed my hair dark and now dyeing my eyebrows. And doing so fake tan. Oh, send me a picture. I want to see.
3
I'm
things.
sure it looks great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Hey, midlife crisis. Yeah, I'm sure. I feel like I've already been through one. I'll probably go through another one and another. I don't know.
Oh, Unsolved Mysteries. That's so sweet. Thank you. No, don't worry about it.
Thank you. I didn't even, if you heard me, like, I didn't even know. I mean, now I feel bad.
She didn't put us up to it. We just like found it.
I had no idea. Yeah.
But we were nice. I was nice, right? Unsolved Mysteries. I wasn't mean about it. No, it's
like,
fine.
I don't know that stuff. I don't know. It doesn't bother me that much, but they came to me and was like, hey, look, so I don't want you to think I'm not like
she isn't.
People like, oh, go get them. I could care less, but they're just looking out, got my back. And then when I saw you in here, I'm like, great, he's gonna think I'm the one that freaking put him up to that. And I felt bad because I just am not like that. But
yeah.
But thank you anyway. And that's what we were talking about you earlier. I'm like, no, he's in here. Like he freaking came in and he joined and yeah. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna go, guys.
You were great. You were great. Unsolved Mysteries. No, thank you for doing that. I mean, you could have just been like, no, I'm not gonna. But thank you so much. Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Though anyway, that's awesome that you did that.
Here's your trucks.
Oh, truck two. Black Dove is who he says he is. He has a. Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, I'm sure he is. I didn't even know people were having like a big issue about that. That's crazy. So much I miss in chat. I believe you, Black Dove.
Yeah. And trucks,
and yeah, like, what? Go ahead.
Tiff was talking like a little while ago. I don't know if you were in here, but Tiff was thanking you. That's why I brought you up.
Yes, I was thanking you because you sent me a lot of good or you answered a lot of my questions in chat when I was like, hey, who's this guy? And you answered like Randy's last name. I think you gave me the Wadsworth jealous brother or jealous son. I think that was you that gave me both of those. So thank you. Okay. So, and thank you again on Unsolved Mysteries, your documentary, or what would you even call that? It's like, I like how you did it. It was really good about Dylan. Who are you doing next? Because I'm sure that took you some time. You know what I'm saying? That looks like that probably took some time to put that together. But all right, bye guys. I will see you guys soon because I'm going to try to work on a video, getting a little bit better format for the records once I get more. It must. Oh, I thought it was going to do the same thing. It was spinning at first.
I never know. Was I off and then I just come back?
Did it on purpose, maybe. I didn't know. Like she must have just left on purpose. No, yeah, it did it again. It keeps doing
so
it.
Weird.
But that time it made a noise. The other times it didn't. At least I never heard it. I didn't even know you left other times. I mean, a couple of times I didn't know.
You're like, I've never noticed when you left is if it doesn't make a noise.
Well, because it wasn't like we're sitting up here talking. We were watching something that one time.
Yeah. No, I'm messing around.
We interview with Town of Montella laptop in the bar.
Hmm.
Laptop. Anyway, all right. Bye, guys. Have a good 4th. Bye.
Happy 4th, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Thanks, mods.
Thank you, mods.
You did Hope Reigns. That's awesome. Send me a picture. Yeah,
Hope
thanks,
Reigns.
mods. You guys are rock. Bye, everybody.